Oh yeah, we're live.
We are
I forgot.
live.
I was too distracted by the spaceball hats. You know, we were spending like 5 minutes just playing with this. Oh, it's hilarious. I love this so much. The hoodies are so great. It's a shame. It's a shame that like we couldn't really do another run with these. Oh my god, I need to take this off.
I can't get out.
It's so bad. Like, oh,
There
it's
we go.
awful. It's so awful. Right.
Very
Back on
serious,
track. So
serious
UK
professional stream.
Very professional, very professional. So UK StarCraft Quaranteams. Okay, we're in the final week now.
We are.
So the first 2 weeks have been pretty close, actually, haven't they? We've had a lot of 3-2s. I think we've had 2 3-2s and 2 3-1s.
I can't remember the scores.
You cannot remember.
However,
You've done more UK StarCraft casts than I have at this point.
I know, which is why I can't keep up with it. But if I do this, well, we have the standings on the screen.
Oh, we have the. Oh wow! It's even got the prize pool there, which needs going.
Yeah.
A lot of the prizes have been dished out for today in all the games. So I could update that at some point, but
okay, yeah.
It sounds like effort.
But
if we have a look right down the bottom left-hand side of the screen, we can see the standings so far up to week 2. So we've got Team Integrity, which is Mystic's team, TeambuL, which is Matt's team, and also TeambuL's team, Crème Anglaise, which is Risky's team, and Team TSI Improve.
Team TSI Improve.
Team StarCraft Improve, which is FIGARO's team, of course. You can see all the team participants in there. And do you have any predictions for today? Because we've got Integrity versus TSI. No. Integrity versus Crème Anglaise, isn't it? And yes. TeambuL versus TSI Improve.
Yes. So I don't really have many predictions for today. I expect hype. We've actually had there's been some pretty sick games throughout all this. I'm expecting some hype because I've had no less than 2 players come forward and be like, "Yo, Monday's gonna be good." We've had players coming to us being like, "I can't say anything." But yeah. So it better be good.
Fun.
Better be good.
It will.
You
be
know
good.
who you
are.
Be good. Point to the camera. So yeah, it's I'm hoping for good games. Again, it's been all these players are really decent players, and yeah, we expect high quality memes out of them.
It should be really high quality. So the first series we're going to have is going to be Team TSI Improve. No, excuse me. No, it's going to be Team Integrity versus Team Crème Anglaise.
That's the Terran one, correct?
The Terran one versus the Zergy Protossi one, Risky's one.
Yeah, sweet.
Thank you for filling the silence there while oh my god, I have a flurry of replays right now.
I will continue
trying to get them doctored earlier, and I don't know what's happening.
I will continue to fill the silence with the epic StarCraftness that this stream is known for. Because we have become known. We could do a subscription drive, you know. I can do my Hearthstone impressions. Like,
please do a Hearthstone impression. That'd be
click
amazing.
the button. I can't do an impression. I can't mimic the accent. Hang on, what I can do.
I should have done this ages ago.
Wait, can I?
I'm gonna delete them all and restart this because I'm just that bad, you know, on the fly here. Very professional. Week 3. We're doing the hype there.
Okay, I can't move the camera around live like Hearthstone does. The technology just isn't there, boys. I don't know how to use.
Isn't there yet?
I just don't know how to use OBS. This may look professional, and if it does, we've done a great job lying to you, because I have no idea what I'm doing.
You have no idea what you're doing. We should really talk like this because oh my god, what is
yes,
happening?
no. Well, again, yeah. You've been setting up everything for the UK Quaranteams as well as the UKSC2 League, and it's brought a lot of fun to the quarantine times as we have it here. A lot of players being interested, keeping passion in the scene going. And actually tomorrow, for any UK players watching right now who haven't signed up, there is a UK versus Bulgaria is coming up, and the qualifiers for the 4 representatives from the UK, the qualifiers for that are being played tomorrow. So top 4 in the qualifier tomorrow are going through to represent the UK versus Bulgaria. So if you haven't got that signed up, it starts at 1 PM tomorrow afternoon. Heard some conflicting things about that. So some high players can't do because they are working. But yeah, so sign up if you haven't already.
It's going to be me and you qualifying
Yeah.
in this race, isn't it?
That's the plan. So yeah, that's
It's the great ruse this is.
the wonderful
Right,
ruse.
I have the replays. We're in.
Oh, okay,
We've got
fantastic.
this. I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in. Right.
All right.
So,
If you want to invite us to the game.
of course, my friend. So game 1 is going to be on Simulacrum between Nox and Risky.
Oh.
So Nox actually not seeing too many games this Quaranteams.
Yeah, I think he won one game in the first week and then lost to Chelch in the second week, I want to say.
I think he may have just straight up lost to Chelch.
Yeah, no, he lost to Chelch, but not in the first week. I think he took a game.
I don't think he played. He didn't play in the first week.
Oh, did he not? Oh, okay. Apologies.
He only played Chelch and did in fact lose. So he's got some redemption to do. And against, are you in game? So I can start to introduce because I had a segue there. But,
I am in game. So the camera's in game.
He's got an uphill fight against our purple Protoss, spawning in the top left-hand side. He is representing Blocksport Lions. He is Risky. Wow. Don't worry, this will get more and more professional as we do go on, but I'm sure there's people that love the lack of professionalism.
Yeah, it's the home straight.
I hope at least.
Alright, and in the bottom right pair, his opponent, the quirky Terran player. I don't know if I should call him quirky, actually, but the quirky Terran player, it is Nox.
Yeah, representing not only the Drunken Outlaws, but also Infinite Edge and also Team Integrity.
Yes, so this member of Team Integrity is probably the most unpredictable for his playstyle. He really likes, maybe unpredictable is the wrong word, unorthodox. He really likes the delayed Widowmine drop with the Armory and the Burrowing Claw upgrade.
Yeah, the Tunneling Claws, yeah, which can do so much damage versus unprepared Protoss players. And Risky, I don't think is one to really deal very well, from what I hear, as a Protoss player against unorthodox styles.
Yeah, very interesting. Risky choosing to Reaper Wall this section, when normally it's this section over here that you Reaper Wall. Maybe...
That is a bit weird, but I guess no one tries to go up that way. Maybe it's like one of those bluff sort of things. But I mean, if Nox just rallies across the map,
yeah, I'm pretty sure
he'll go up there. But he goes straight to the natural. I think that's the most important thing.
Okay, it's going to the natural. That's good to know. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we'll see what's coming up. We have got the Marine queued up afterwards, so we're probably going to see the factory come down soon, and then a reactor after that. In fact, yeah, there's the factory.
Yeah, so it's going to be probably a reactor on that barracks, unless it is, as you say, completely unorthodox. And I think what we're most likely to see out of Nox is going to be that Burrowing Claws style there. And Nox actually notices there is no wall on this high ground here, and he's just going to go straight up there, and he's going to get a full scout off. So there's going to be no units there in the way. There's going to be the Stalker, but with so much room to run around.
I think.
Oh, maybe never mind then. Stalker didn't actually get a shot off, which is quite nice. Oh.
Cast a curse.
Cast a curse.
Yeah, and Risky is going for that Twilight Council opening, a very standard tech building to go down at this sort of time. And the Stalker is just fishing around. And,
so, yeah, we can't really tell a lot from what Risky's doing at the moment in terms of build-wise. Now, everything's pretty standard, but it's from like this point onwards where you start making the decisions. It's going to be bullying. There is also no early robo, so we're not really going to see too much aggression. This is just going to be quite a defensive style. It's just going to be, hey, I'm going to get blink, make sure you don't get any drops in, and, you know, if I can clean up some things, I'm going to be pressuring across the map. That's his sort of plan here. Try and get himself into, say, charge. Maybe not Colossus. He is going to take a very early third, so it probably won't be Colossus, I don't think.
Yeah, this is a very fast third, actually, if he starts it soon. Normally it's around 4 minutes, but we'll see. The Armory is coming down for Nox on the other side of the map. That is now finishing up. So he will be potentially going for that Borrowed Claws timing. He is building a Widow Mine. He's got the tech lab on the factory. You don't need that for borrowing. Oh no, you do need that for borrowing.
Of course you do. Where would he research it from? The Armory?
Yeah, no, it's because the fusion core now has all the
of course, yes.
thingy upgrades. I forgot. Reaper. Oh, I didn't say Reaper nearly got out. Nearly died, but got out, but it did not.
Risky with the 2000 IQ plays catching that Reaper.
And some call it 2000 IQ, others called it positioning, but yes.
I think it was a big setup. That's the whole reason why I didn't have that wall there. Just
Yeah,
so
the
we could
whole-
go around the bottom.
Okay, well, we do have a lone marine searching for
Yeah,
anything.
the proxies, which I think is a bit of an interesting choice here. You probably want to be looking for that third base timing of this marine more than anything. Which I think he's actually doing. He's just going along the round so it doesn't get picked off by marauding stalkers. Because this drop is late, this Widowmine drop is late, Risky may move out across the map, and getting his marine picked off while he's trying to scout could be rather big. I don't think he was particularly looking for proxies there.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. And that marine is now gone and seen the third, and he's going to run back just a little bit.
I think he's pretty happy. Nothing like
Ooh.
crazy's going off here, but
Risky
what
doesn't
interests me is this double forge behind it. This is super greedy.
Nah, well, actually, yeah, because there's only two gateways.
Off this. Yeah, there's only two gateways. Charge hasn't started yet.
Oh, that's a big deal.
If this was a 3-Rex build, then this will be hitting the base in a minute's time, and charge not being started will be a death sentence here.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing that Risky has a pretty good read on this with the hallucination, with the observers out, going full exo there, like always having observers out.
Okay, well, this first drop is coming in. The first one burrows and gets a nice 6 hits off.
Oh, gets a stalker as well. That's going to be really good for trying to, denying these stalkers, because that was actually a really nice pull there by Risky.
Yeah, only gets two
losing those
more.
2 to Burn Claws, keeping the whole mineral line alive. I think a lesser Protoss would have just lost everything there.
Well, it looks like both the mines actually targeted one single probe, and they bunched up, but there's no detection in the main, and these are... Oh, okay, there's the detection coming back. One more might get another shot off, but it's into the refinery.
That's quite unfortunate for Nox there, but all in all, I think he's in a very good spot here.
Yeah.
He's got his third CC finishing up. He's on a pretty similar work account here.
Exactly. Now
Exactly, yeah. But I think that the tech is a little bit ahead for Nox as well, because we're only seeing 1-1 go down now. Charge has only just started. Risky hasn't really used the forges to the best of his ability here.
Well, conversely though, 3 bases are up and running. He's now powering up on gateways. He's getting the 6 extra gateways to go up to that standard 8 gates. And the third base isn't mining for Nox yet, so I don't dislike the position for Risky.
What I do dislike, though, is the lack of cannons in any of these mineral lines. There's
And
one
2 drops coming in. First drop at the third. Is it going to get anything done? The Widowmine doesn't burrow, but the medevac is picked off. Burrow it, burrow it. Okay, we've got to check the main, though. These ones...
the main... Oh. Big drops, big drops.
Another 7. There's another live mine in there, but it can't actually target. Oh, okay, it goes for it.
It targets the stalker, though.
Again.
But Nox with a quite amazing army supply lead right now, and he's going to get his stim combat shields finishing up now, and he could possibly push out, but he's got no medevacs amount. They've all been spent across the map.
Yeah, and it's a shame that he, if he knew what we knew and how late charge was, he actually could be across the map and I think hit a nice timing before charge, but that's not something you can normally fish out of Protoss.
No, definitely not, and with him being behind, it's going to be a pair of upgrades here. It's not looking the greatest for Nox, but I definitely think he has a very good chance in this game, because it's just going to keep going for these Widowmine drops, and Risky's just... He eventually needs to get some cannons down. Like, this is a bit too greedy, I think, only getting the single cannon, because eventually he's going to be caught out of position, and he's going to lose an entire mineral line. That could be the end of the game.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Well, Risky looking to play the macro game. He's taking a 4th base, so he's not deterred. It's not like he's going to all in. There's a drop around here somewhere. Okay. Drop now flying in. Is Risky on point? Stalker's walking out of the base.
He does do the worker pull out, but this is a lot of Widow Mines here, and he could actually jump on top of these probes here, but no.
Another Stalker goes down.
Yes,
In the main base, however, Zealot warping.
Killed 8 SCVs, actually. This is actually really nice here for Risky. It's actually quite unexpected damage here, but he's going to catch the Warp Prism! Oh, this is very nice here for Nox, just denying any sort of aggression, and, Risky's got nothing in the way of splash damage here. He's got his Storm halfway finished. But are there any actual High Templars out? There's 5 at the moment, but they've all just been warped in.
Yeah, and it looks like he's picking them up into that prism. There are no ghosts out in the field, but this is obviously a really good tactic to avoid EMP later in the game. And he might even be going for a storm drop. We'll have to keep our eye on that. He does see the small army from Nox, but he doesn't actually want to engage that. He's too Stalker heavy. Meanwhile,
Yeah, this is a lot of Stalkers, very, very few charge lots here. And there's a lot of Nox just roaming around the map, and I'm sure he's going to pick off a base here. This is just... I think it's inevitable at this point. When there's so little in the way of splash damage, in the way of charge lots, there's no buffer, there's nothing here for Risky right now.
I mean, this fourth base does have a lot of units by it. It's not naked. He does scan.
Yeah, I think Nox is doing the right thing here. He's grouping together. And he's going to start to push here before these High Templar can get in good enough numbers. He's going to go for a great surround as well here. Look at this.
Yeah.
This is beautiful. And he's 100% going to take down his fourth base.
Yeah, targets it down, goes through. There's no High Templar on time. But now here comes the War Prism. How good is the micro?
I don't know what Risky is Berg, isn't he, really? So how good is his High Templar micro?
This bio army can fight straight up. Ooh, some splash damage going on that War Prism,
which is full. Beyond there and go straight for the
if he had got it, that would have been game. I think he knows there are Templar in there.
They've got to be. Nobody controls a Warp Prism like that unless they have Templar there. But Risky is setting up for another Warp Prism harass in the main base of Nox in the south. This could be pretty bad because there's nothing in the way of defense here. There's a couple of Widow Mines,
and a Doom drop. Well, triple drop coming in. Widow Mines! Take out the War Prism while the triple drop unloads in Risky's
this
main.
Is so lucky for Nox. And everything is going his way here.
Oh, the Zealots bottlenecking really badly through the Sim City as well. Critical damage has not been done yet though. But this might be it.
Upgrades. This is so good here for Nox.
Oh,
he's going to get the pickup, get most of his units out of there, and
but at the third base,
attacked. No storm from the High Templar. He's just going to focus down this Nexus here. He's even going to try and take down this fourth base as well. Good storm here by Risky though. Gets to clean up that entire army there. Kills the third base.
Now I think Nox is in a decent position.
You think he's up 2 bases here? Well,
yeah, I think he is in a decent position now. Yeah. If he can survive the counter push that might be coming across the map. Actually, what is even Risky's army?
I don't think he has one. Just the Widow Mines alone could take this out. There's no observers there. The EMPs alone are enough to take this out.
Okay, sniping those 2 medevacs was a nice start though.
Yeah,
let's not get cocky. That's how Terrans lose games.
Yeah. I'm getting flashbacks.
This Widow Mine is going to reset as the army flies over it and takes that prism down to next to nothing.
That's so good for Nox. That means it's just a little bit of a shot away. Oh, he nearly killed his own sentry there.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been hilarious, to be honest. But Risky, coming in as the favourite here, not looking so hot here in game number 1.
Nox is a very tricky PvT player for this exact reason. And Risky looks like he doesn't want to push in and just try and win the game. He wants to take this back to macro, which is why he's now taking... Well, he's almost triple expanding, basically, because of the 2 bases that got killed and taking a 5th base at the same time.
He's got to his main base and his natural mining out, and he can't be on, 1 base income.
Okay, but there's a lot of disruptors here in this big engagement.
The concave is so good here, and he's getting the jump on these disruptors. Disruptors are not good in defense, but one good shot does go off, but there's still so much of Nox here. There's still a good number of ghosts here on good amounts of energy. Still mines with charges there.
We've got a marauding force heading. Got a marauding force heading to the 3rd as well. The 5th base is cancelled. The 3rd is going to be defended mostly by stalkers, not trading super efficiently, but is going to defend.
Risky's so out of position for all of these attacks here. He tries to go for harassment, but the reinforcements of Nox are still here.
Yeah, he is. He's trying to just see in the map. Oh my god, 3 disruptors might get caught out here. Both players realise around the same time.
Oh my god.
All 3 do go down.
I thought he'd get all 3. Yeah. I mean, he did, but not without losing a large portion of that army.
This base is going to get cancelled again. That base defended. But meanwhile, Nox is just expanding. Nox taking bases and bases.
Big storm though. Ooh. Massive storm, in fact. I don't think he can actually stand up against this army here. There's some really good EMPs going down though, but
but all the zealots are gone. Yeah, there you go.
And look, another attacking force is going for that, that 9 o'clock position here, and there's nothing here to defend. There's zealots, but there's just not enough.
And drop in the main, double drop. Absolutely pulling Risky from pillar to post. Risky handling it very well, I might add, though.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, he's doing so well here. And Nox is attacking on every front possible here. This is incredible play by Nox, actually. I am actually super impressed with this. He's just winning on every single front here.
Team integrity. Living up to that name. There you go.
Nox takes game number 1. That was some incredible play there.
Oh,
So,
is it these hoodies or is it getting warm in here already?
To be honest, it's definitely
the hoodie.
I think after every single cast, I am like sweating so much. It's awful. Oh my lord. So, the top player of Team Crème Anglaise gone already. Game of 1. Who do you think they're going to play next?
That is a good point. Who else do they have? I mean, do they pull out Grimsy, the wild card? Maybe they pull out... I mean, he took out Mix last week, wasn't it?
Yeah, Grimsy took out Mix. I'm so happy he took out Mix.
Yeah. It was, you got to make it happen. So maybe they take one unorthodox player. I can take the legend Grimsy and smash them together. Maybe. I actually don't know the matchup. So.
Grimsy's actually been playing really well recently. He's been really hyped about StarCraft. He keeps asking me about the VODs. The VODs.
Yeah, which I will get uploaded soon. Hashtag soon.
Yeah, so I think that Grimsy is a fine choice here against Nox, who is, I think, to be fair, is probably the weakest player on the team because it has such giant names such as Mystic, Razorblader, and Gamer Richie in there. You know, Mystic coming 3rd place in the UKSC2 League, Razorblader and Gamer Richie need no introductions.
Absolutely, absolutely. Who are our next players?
It is actually Grimsy, you were right.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
What a guess, and it's going to be on Eternal Empire for game number 2 here.
All right.
So, rubbing our hands together. I think the last time Grimsy played was week 1. I don't think he played Grim. Of course he played last week because he beat Mix. We were just saying
that.
Yeah, of course. And he's actually played every week. I've really enjoyed seeing him in here. Highlight of my nights every Monday is seeing Grimsy play because it's always going to be a fun game.
You're fast forwarding it? Yeah, there you go. Chill out, chill out.
What am I doing? Oh my god, I feel like, oh my gosh.
And now we're on slower speed, so you want to press plus once? There you go, there you go. Alright.
Alright. I thought these games were live. I couldn't speed them. I'm sorry.
The habit.
It happens. 4th wall broken. Yeah, so we do have the winner of the last game taking down the giant Risky. He is our yellow Terran. He is representing the Drunken Outlaws, Infinite Edge, and Team Integrity. He is not.
I have the sound effect in there. And spawning in the bottom left, representing Team Crème Anglaise, it is the star player, the legend, the god himself. It is TSI's Grimsy. Not to be confused.
My favourite people to talk to.
Yeah.
It's definitely my favourite person to talk to at LAN. It's always a very wholesome conversation.
Yeah, we love our Grimsy.
Yeah. It was like, there was a time where he was there and he played I think most LANs actually in the past 5 years. He just turns up and plays other games. He plays with his mates. He's there for, the community, especially his good friends, Wardy, Risky, Figaro, Yasha, if you want to call him that, AC, those sorts of people. Yeah. They're his friends, and he always loves coming to LAN and everything like that. And to see him actually playing a lot more StarCraft is really, really, uplifting for me personally.
Yeah, it's always nice to see him come back. Or see any player enjoy the game, basically.
Oh, of course.
Oh, the bunker going down at the 3rd. Is this a standard sort of block for the 3rd?
Normally go engineering bay, but I guess with the bunker you have utility. You can just jump the Reaper in there to defend against the Queen. And it does salvage.
Yes, so it's cheaper.
Excuse me. So you do get most of the minerals back.
Yeah, well, aside from that, everything else looks very standard from Nox. Reaper expand with the factory, probably for reacted Hellions. And the Reaper comes in at a normal time. So yeah, otherwise, other than the bunker looking very standard.
Yes, it's just all pretty very standard here out of both of our players here. Reaper getting in, actually going to die. Oh, Nox being cocky there. Knows that Grimsy is the lower level player here, and he's trying to be a bit cocky. And if he kept that alive, he may have actually been able to delay this at third base for a while.
Exactly. Well, drone comes down. Looks like yeah, at least the salvage.
Double drone. We're going to see a double expand out of Grimsy. Let's go.
I love it. Take the third, the fourth, and the fifth, all with 2 drones. Some say it can't be done, but it can.
Exactly, yeah. Grim's getting a little bit supply block there, not able to build many drones here. I think if he wasn't supply block there, he'd be able to just spam those drones out. And actually be in quite a nice position here against Nox.
Yeah, but I count quite a few lings coming across the map. Did he build some extra?
There is quite a few extra here. There is, what, 2 more? 3 more? And if he had speed here, this would be an amazing position here for Grimsy. Be able to jump on these Hellions here, run past, get maybe a SEV or 2 and get a full scout to this main, because link speed should have been done, but unfortunately he wasn't quite able to get that.
It finished up as the Reapers, as the Hellions were chasing. This, if the Hellions had all gone straight out and this Marine was still shooting the little plates, then yeah, those lings definitely could have gone and done something. But
I think they definitely could have done some really good damage there, and Nox actually quite scared. Grimsy has a reputation for being quite an aggressive player, always cheesing, all-inning, that sort of thing. And to be honest, seeing him in the 30s of drones is genuinely a surprise to me. Double digits is like, okay, this is interesting, and then 30, wow.
Interesting. Well, we'll see. There is a Baneling Nest. Yeah, Baneling Nest has near enough completed.
Yes, it's pretty good. You definitely want Banes versus Hellions. If you see more than 4 to 6, you want Banelings, just in case it does turn into Hellbats. Which, if we look at the top right-hand side of Nox's base, we do have a armory there, and it's going to be +1 armor first, which is interesting. I guess he wants to keep his units longer to links.
Hey, are there any Banes ready though? I don't think there is.
No, he really needs Banes ready here. He needs more Queens than this. Otherwise, this is not really a great attack here by Nox. It's not really got a lot behind it. His third base has only just started, so I think if Grimsy had those Banes ready for this, if he'd scouted this early, this would be an amazing position here for Grimsy, I think. But unfortunately, there's no transfusers going down either. This is unfortunate here for Grimsy.
Oh wow, lift even some Hellbat micro there in the medevacs to keep one alive for a bit longer.
Yeah, this is just not a good position here for Grimsy right now, but you know, there's still Queens out. Banelings are being morphed here, and it's actually lost, I don't think, any drones really here at all.
There's 2 drones lost the entire game, so third one now popping down. Hellbat pickup though, he's gonna fly over to this third. They're all clumped up. Oh no!
Oh, he doesn't get the drop off though. That's sad. But he's going to lose those Hellbats there to the Banelings, and it only takes, what, 2, 3 to kill a Hellbat?
I am not a Terran player, I could not tell you.
It's a lot of damage from a Baneling. It's a crazy amount of damage, but this is a lot of pressure here for Nox, and I think he's actually overextending here. This is a lot of Hellbats going down.
More Hellions streaming across the map, and medevacs as well. But yeah, not that many workers killed, only 5. There's still 44 workers. However, Terran is on 50 workers, so once he gets that third established, he will be in a good position.
Yeah. Had Grimsy built more Queens there, just constant Queen production, I think he would be in an amazing position in this game, because already right now, he's actually not in an awful position. He's not been droning for a while. He's thinking, hey, I must build more lings to deal with these Hellbats and everything, because I've got nothing right now. If he had just been droning throughout all of that instead, I think it would have been fine. Just had enough Queens, he would have been absolutely fine, I think.
Yeah, and we're seeing the lings check for the third base. See that there's nothing there, but actually he doesn't quite see it. But he can jump on this third immediately if he's... there he goes.
Oh look, he's quite attentive. He's going to jump on this third base. Get quite a few SCVs as well.
Hopefully so. There's more medevacs than there are anything else right now.
And it doesn't really need medevacs either, because it's going to go... I thought he was going to go tanks here, but it's just going to go mass Hellion
Mass
here.
Hellion.
3 reactor Hellion, that's something you never see. And for good reason, it just dies to Banelings. Speed Banelings on creep, there is no way. I don't think any Terran could ever split versus speed Banelings on creep.
Yeah,
Pre-splitting, that's one thing, but splitting in a fight, nah. I think if Grimsy gets like his speed banes out now, you know, he's getting his lair finishing up now. If you get his speed banes as fast as possible.
Well, these 2 Hellbats that dropped in the main have done a lot of damage. They've actually killed more probes, more drones than all the other Hellbat are so far. But it does go down. Those constant queen production you did mention a little while ago may have started to kick in, or Grimsy added on a few.
Versus Hellbats, they just tickle queens, and queens tickle them back, but queens have a lot of health, man.
They do. They certainly do. There's only 6-7 Banelings here, and that is a lot of Hellbats now walking up into the 3rd base.
See, this is why I think the armor choice was weird, because +1 weapons is finishing up now. If this had been +2 vehicle weapons, he'd be able to one-shot Lings.
Oh, wow, that is big, yeah.
Game changer here. And that means he'd also be able to one-shot Banelings as well, which means this fight goes from I'm losing a little bit here to just nothing, guys.
Oh, well, those queens are trying to stay alive, but the 3rd base goes down, and with it, the game. Nox going 2-0 up. Against, or 2-0 up.
1 map away from all killing here.
Yeah, wow.
Because it is only a best of 5. Only 3 players from each side play.
And when you send out the best first, and then a legend, who do you send out 3rd on Team Crème Anglaise?
Well, we have... I believe it's AC. No, it's Seb and Kladderheiser. There are final players.
Has Seb played any games in the?
None whatsoever.
Well,
well, maybe now's the time for it to change, but unfortunately not. It's going to be Kladderheiser next. Yeah, sorry to burst your little bubble.
Yeah, you already invited me to the replay, and I figured that out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wait,
spoiled it.
Who is Clad playing against?
This is the wrong game.
Ooh,
Thank you very much. We almost jumped into game 5 there.
What is this man doing? What is this man doing?
I don't know. My head's not screwed on properly today, I don't think.
You also announced the game number ahead of time as well, which I shouldn't have mentioned, because that just makes it worse. It's alright.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't realise. No one realised.
Grimsy saying nice one.
No
spoilers in the chat. All right.
Shit.
Confirmed.
I don't know what to say now. I've been thrown off EXO. Rolling with the blows. That's not your thing.
That is all good. So this map.
Yeah, it's going to be Kladderheiser. For map number 3, which is going to be Everdream. And of course, Kladderheiser playing... he is going to be playing random, and he does roll Zerg this time, and he is spawning down in the bottom left-hand side. He is our pink Zerg player, representing TSI and Crème Anglaise. He is Clad the Lad.
And in the top right, looking to take the 3rd game, which I have a great feeling about. Taking his 3rd game for the all-kill, it is Nox.
Also, shout out to Nice Username, who helped me out at the last minute to get Clad's name change, which I'm sure if you've seen quite a few of the other weeks, you know what his other name is. And to get that changed on like such short notice is really, really cool of him.
That's nice underscore username, the same one who does a lot of good content, yeah? Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
But yeah, we're going to have very, very standard playouts of Nox here. It's going to be Barracks and Gas. We're probably going to see Hellions yet again. I doubt we're ever going to see a 2-1-1. It's just not in meta at the moment. It's a difficult build to execute, especially against modern Zergs, which know exactly how to defend against it. It's just +1 armor, plenty of queens, lings. You don't
Yes.
really even need Banelings unless you really want to be safe.
And we should mention actually that whilst Clad is playing random, his main race is Zerg.
Yes,
Or his race before. He's been playing random a lot recently. But yeah, his most played race, his most highest race is Zerg. So this is a good role for him.
Yeah, no, Cloud's actually been. He's not one of those like, how to put this? He's not one of those like washed up people. He does like come back every so often, and he comes back and he takes maps off Gamer Richie. He takes maps off all sorts of people. Gamer Richie is the most recent one to memory because he did take a map off him at Epic Land. Not to like shove him in the dirt or anything, but he's the most recent one. So I know he is very good, and Clad is he did represent the UK in Nation Wars back in maybe 2015, 16.
Oh wow!
I can't remember. This was the same year that TeambuL last played in Nation Wars as well, and I remember I remember a game between TeambuL and Nathanius on Newkirk Precinct.
Oh yeah,
ages ago. This is probably my first like, sight into like UK players outside of Dumb Muslim and Bling.
Yeah.
Even then, I didn't realize there was a UK scene, and that was
no, I didn't either, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm glad we've got UKSC2 now. With the help of WOC, we've got the UK scene up and running.
Always good to see.
Yeah, we're running good events now, especially thanks to you as well. You've been here for every single one of the events, apart from the qualifiers, which you did.
Yeah, the qualifiers of the UKSC2. And then I was going to do one night. And I've been here ever since.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I was like, Exo, can you do it again?
Yeah, it's all good. It's good fun.
Just be glad you haven't got me observing. Because if you wanted to follow my account, it'd just be an awful mess, to be honest. I'm flicking all over the place.
Well,
I feel like my camera's like Tourette's, man. It's all over the place.
Well, speaking of observing and this match, it did look fairly standard, but now we do have a second factory on the way, hidden on the back of the natural for Nox. That's not super standard, is it?
No, this is probably going to be Tech Lab going into Blue Flame. And you like to keep this factory proxied usually. It's normally going to be top left, bottom right sort of thing, all the way out of the way, just because if they get observer speed, this is just an easy scout, very quickly, very easy to scout. And it does take a while for Blue Flame to complete. I think it's 80 seconds, 79 seconds.
Okay.
So over a minute window there.
And yeah, there it starts up.
Blue Flame can be scouted. It might even be quicker looking at the progress bar there. So that is racing along. But he's going to go for a big Hellbat push here. But a lot of the time I see this build played, especially by like top players, like Crème, Thermal, some Koreans as well, it really doesn't work that well just because of how powerful queens are. But Kaladahais are not really building that many queens.
About to say,
it's only on 3 at the moment.
Does it work against 2-base Muta?
No.
Well,
because funnily enough, Hellions don't shoot up. So he's going to be in a world of trouble here. He's going to lose all map control as soon as possible, and that means that Clad doesn't really need to invest a lot into his Mutalisk. He can go straight Hive. He could even go for that critical mass of Mutalisk and not really be any worry. He could go 90 drones. He has complete control over this game.
I feel like
it's a build loss, I think.
Well, let's keep the hype alive. Anything could happen. He might micro the Hellions.
I am worried here for Noxar. I think this is a worrying build, but we were saying 2-1-1 earlier, and I think 2-1-1 is a good build versus 2-base Mutant, just because it's really fast stim, you've got map control, and low numbers of Mutalisk don't deal with drops very well. When you're investing that much money into, Mutalisk and you don't have that many drones, you can't really trade, but this is
Alright, Volt, shut up! Yeah, things are happening! This is Nox's time to get damage done! And there are no banelings.
Melting everything, but there's nothing to deal with the Mutalisk.
I know, it's all about how much damage he can get done right now. He's splitting up his units. He's got... Oh no, actually the Hellbats in the main get taken out. So now there's actually not that many left over, and not that many drones have gone down. 7? It's more than you'd like to go down. But...
Yeah. But it's going to get cleaned up just because of the fact the Mutalisks are there.
Yeah,
and all of a sudden, there's no stim out for Nox. He's not even on the barracks on the Tech Lab, but he might even just go mech.
Pure Hellion again,
I'm not sure. He's going to go Cyclone, so yeah, it's looking like mech, but really, Cyclones normally go Thors here, just because you don't really have any map control at the moment. You need something very strong, and he's already got the starport out that you can build a
Viking?
medevac out and start shuttling that 4 around.
Oh, okay.
That's probably his best defense here. But Cyclones, you just jump on that and they die. But
Yeah,
good micro here, able to pick them up.
And missile turrets helping out there. So a scrambled defense, but a defense nonetheless. 4th base going down for Clad. He knows how it goes.
Clad now just has complete control of the game. He does not need to make any more units other than these 9 Mutalisks here. He can just drone up from this point. He's not in any threat whatsoever, and we're going to see him very quickly hit that 90 drone count.
Yeah, took out a medevac that was trying to sneak out and around the map as well. So really on point with these Mutalisks. He saw the 3rd being built in the main, and then it wasn't even done. And even though it's now just finished, he knows that this 3rd isn't going to be mining soon. Doesn't even.
I like this as well. There's Roach Warren as well. If we see an infestation pit as well, we might even see Roach into like Swarmhost Nidus. Yeah, you're very right there.
Maybe. Okay, no.
This is a lot of more Mutalisks actually. In fact,
Magfield's quite important, right, for dealing with mutas.
Yeah, Magfield is an essential upgrade for Cyclones. You just don't want to fight without them, just because of the DPS increase is incredible. They more or less get double damage, essentially.
It doesn't look like he's getting.
No, it's a bit of a lapse, to be honest, I think. That's a bit of a mistake here by Nox. He definitely has the money for it. He's got his 4 gases down. He's taken his 3rd base now, and he's going to get double gas as well.
We talk about it, and it does happen eventually. So he's now started that.
No, this is not Magfield. This is smart servos. This is faster.
Transform. I do not know the icons, so I just assumed it was the right one.
Yeah, it's cool. But this is a lot of Banelings coming out here. Baneling speed just finishing up not long ago, so we could probably see a harass heavy game out of Clad here.
Okay, well,
Nox not let. Oh my god.
Yeah, Nox has got 4 Hellions around, but they got nothing done. Okay. Now that the Mutalisks are jumping on top of everything again, the Mana Mule in his own base into the GG timing.
That was a very quick GG there, but Clad on his way to bringing it back to a possible game number 5. Possible. Maybe.
Wait, does Magfield not do anything? Does it only do bonus damage to certain types?
It just never got Magfields.
Yeah, no, but does it only do damage?
Oh no, it does.
It does damage to everything. That's what I thought.
It just shoots. Yeah, don't worry, man.
Oh, sorry. Chelch was laughing at me in the. No, sorry, he was laughing at you technically, but.
He was laughing at me.
Yeah.
What did I do?
He said Magfield doesn't do shit versus mutas. And then I was like, does it only do bonus damage to armors?
No, it just does more damage.
Nox's luck ran out, as Richie called it. Terran players not knowing their own race.
I swear down. I swear. I need to Google this.
Are we Liquipediaing this right now?
We are Liquipediaing this.
Okay. Do you know what? I once cast a game.
Genuinely?
I once cast a game with Sam Savage, and it was when Ravens had the interference matrix for 50 energy. And I was like, it's 50 energy. And he was like, no, it's not 50 energy. It's 100 energy. I was like, no, it's 50 energy. And then we eventually settled thinking it was 75. It was 50 energy. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I do not know my own race. I mean, I'm not a mech player, but yeah, I don't know my own race.
So it does only do bonus to armored?
I thought it was an extra 400 damage just straight up. But it's extra 400 versus armored.
Educational stream here, guys. Educational.
Magfield launchers increases Cyclone attack range by +2. Rapid fire launchers increases attack speed for the first 12 shots. Yeah, removed upgrades. This is old, yeah.
Yeah, removed upgrades. I was about to say, that's the old thing. Alright, well.
That's probably what I'm thinking of. That's it, excuse time. Anyway, games. Yes, sorry, Exo.
Let's get into the next game. Show us what we got. Who is our player going to be?
Well, it's going to be on Nightshade, and it's going to be versus Razorblader.
Ooh.
Arguably the best player on the team, but maybe not with Gamer Richie and Mystic being there. Although that's pretty much saying absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
But I like Razorblader's chances here. I think traditionally he is the very much favoured player here.
My boy Razor, a hero in StarCraft.
Our boy Razor.
Our boy.
Our boy Raza. And again, so Cloud actually race picks Zerg this time.
Oh, okay. That's good to know. It does help for his opponent to know the race as they go in. And also, you know, to make sure he's playing his best. He knows, he respects this man. Have we changed it? We have changed it.
I think he may have picked it last time as well, because he opened straight up Hellions as well, so he may have picked it, I'm not sure. But speaking of the man race picking here, he is spawning down the bottom right hand side. He is representing TSI and also Crème Anglaise. He is Clad the Lad.
Boom.
Boom.
And spawning in the top left, spawning the red trunks, he is the most integrity of Team Integrity, the Terran of Terrans. It is Razorblader, or Razor as we like to call him.
Yeah, I'm just going to call him Raza.
As that is his name.
That is his name, and I have said for a long time that he should change his username to Raza.
Perhaps so.
Because, I mean, then again, there's like the double barrel of the shortening of Razorblade, you could say, is Raza, and his real name is Raza.
Kind of well.
So, like, people don't get confused if you say Raza. They just think you're being silly and just mispronouncing his name or just shortening it.
Yeah, that's actually what I thought when I first heard of him.
Same.
Little did I know I would get to meet my hero one day. He's a very helpful guy in the UK community, and also one of our clan mates, so that's why we talk him up a lot.
Oh, of course. Big Dick Raza, as you like to call him.
Okay. Opening up very standard. The Reaper expand. Again, not seeing anything too crazy in the early game here. Do you know, because again, you've been in the scene longer than I have, do you know any record between these two players? Any Epic LAN finals or anything like that?
Gladahise, I don't know, because they had two different, like, eras, really. Like, Razorblader is more of a recent start, and Gladahise is definitely an older one.
Oh, okay.
But I think there may have been some
overlap.
Some overlap, for sure. But I'll have to Google it very stealthily while we talk here.
Yeah, well, I'll continue to... Well, I was going to say, I was only doing it because the early game is very samey for ZVT. We do have the Reaper poking, trying to get that Ling tax, but all the Lings do avoid the tax. We have the Queen popping out. And this is my land.
Last time Gladahise won, which was Epic 17, back in 2016, start of 2016, Razorblader wasn't even there.
Oh, wow, okay.
I think he hadn't actually turned up to a lot of lands. I think his first land may have been quite a bit later, maybe 2017 time. I think it may have been the one before my first one. I don't remember. Back in 2017. It's also something I can find out.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Well, the Reaper tries to dive on the Creep Tumor, doesn't get it, but he does keep the Reaper alive, which is generally more important. Meanwhile, the drone did take the forward third on Nightshade. Not generally that popular unless there's like a roach all in or something coming. So that might be going on in the back of Raz's head right now, but we'll have to see how this game plays out.
Maybe, but you have to remember this is a very aggressive map and is somewhat Terran favored, you could say. Because if you have a look at like a lot of the GSL, a lot of games between like Crème and Reina, a lot of these sort of high level games, you'll see a lot of just constant pushes on this map. Push.
Yeah,
so the Zerg getting there.
Yeah, Link's coming into the natural though. They're going to pick off 2 SCVs. Only get the 2, but 2 is still very nice. 3, wow.
Very nice there. But he does lose a lot of Lings there.
Yeah, and he didn't go up into the main to see this tech lab on the starport or to see that Cloak was researching. So the tech remains hidden. But
this is a very fast lair again out of Clad. I don't know if there's going to be a full 2 base muter here. We don't have
already down,
4 gases. Yeah, it's already down. It's already mining.
And he's going
for
the Bane
again. I think that's particular good style, especially out of Gladahise.
Clad comes in and sees the starport and the Cloak research now, which I think at this time it's not a fake. Though saying it could have been started, it could be a fake started. So we'll see. Definitely no cancel on that. The first Banshee should be out. Have I missed that? I have, but it's only sitting at home at the natural, so we're not too worried about that. And yeah, Raz
Interesting choice of Banshees there. I don't think Razor is a good Banshee player, to be honest, and I don't think they're particularly good unless you like know your opponent is going for roaches, or there is a possibility, just because they're quite easy to fend away. Just a Spore Crawler and a Queen can do a really good job against the low health of a Banshee, and they don't really have a lot of utility against things like Ling. But,
yeah, that's what I was going to say, actually. They're not as helpful in this sort of scenario where it's heavy Ling Bling. They are cloaking early to come in, though there is already a Spore Crawler at this third base. They're going to try their luck at the natural, but again, there is a Spore Crawler there.
Yeah, only getting 2 kills so far. This is actually kind of disappointing here, and he could have got a lot more damage than the natural. Cleared out an entire mineral line here, just because the Banshees can actually shoot into that mineral line without being touched, but I don't think you can find that sweet spot, because, again, Raz is not really a Banshee player. He's not got the most experience with Banshees. He prefers, like, Hellion Liberator. That's more his thing, and he's definitely very, very good at that.
We do have Lings poking at the front, seeing that there is a third CC in the wall. He might have seen that earlier, but always nice for the Zerg to be able to confirm that this is not going to be a big all-in. Oh, Banshee barely getting away with any health. But yeah, Clad happily taking his 4th base now. And yeah, he's just going to get settled in. I think he's in quite a comfortable position, getting melee and carapace upgrades. The Banshees have been swatted away.
The problem with Banshees, it doesn't really give him any map presence here. And, you know, Clad's just able to, after he's pushed away those Banshees, just drone.
Yes.
But he's going to build a lot of Lings here, and he's going to see if he can try and defend any sort of 1-1 pushes out of Razza, because it's all the time that it would be finishing now. His 1-1 is quite late here. He did spend a lot of that gas on those Banshees. But he's going to go out for these drops at about a normal time here.
Yeah, it just looks like he's going to try and clear some creep, push it back, take some map presence, but not looking to take a big engagement by any means.
Yeah, he definitely can't, not without combat shields. And speaking of upgrades as well, his 1-1 is about the same time as the Zergs here, which is quite unfortunate here for Razza, which means he doesn't really have any window where his upgrades are ahead, where he can take a really good engagement. And he's really going to struggle unless Clad, you know, misses out on getting his 2-2 and Razza's really on top of his game. Then I don't really see a way that a push could really do devastating damage.
Okay, well, Baneling Bust comes in at the 3rd, just takes out a few supply depots. Luckily, Razza had the foresight to build that wall early.
Some good SimCity there.
Oh, and he's now going to catch these Banelings that are morphing to do it again, so that's really nice.
He's going to do it again!
He's going to do it again!
You can see these upgrades about the same time here, and these drops catching it in the middle of the map here, separating the Lings from the Banelings, really, really good. If he kept moving those Banelings forwards, he'd lost an ungodly amount.
Run by into the natural, though. Those Lings that did get through are starting to do some damage now. Banshee and some reinforcing units are going to clear it up. Nothing else major happening on the map, thankfully.
That's actually unusual there for Raz. He normally wouldn't, like, after seeing all those Lings move around, wouldn't lose anything there. He would have his units rallied to his, you know, his natural ramp sort of thing. I think this is kind of uncharacteristic for him.
Yeah, well, he's trying to keep the creep back, but it's a very hard thing to do when there is so many tumors and so much creep already established.
I've got to say though, Clad is really, really good at splitting all of his army. Look, he's got army groups just all over the place. He's got some in his main, some in his 3rd base, some in his natural, some in his outside of his 3rd base, and it's everywhere. It's everywhere. If he even sees Razza move out, he's going to be in position all the time.
Yeah. And he does. Oh yeah, no, there's one full medevac still sitting at the south side of the map, but I mean, Clad is fully aware of it and ready on either side for where that can go. Like, Razza is just going to boost through to get it out of that situation. Another big run by though coming into the natural. That's going to intercept reinforcing units.
Perfectly timed here. This is just as Razza moves out. He's trying to hit his 2-2 timing here, and he's going to actually lose an entire mineral line if he's not careful here.
Pulling back everything.
This delays the push so much here. He might only just hit this timing here, and he's only got a very, very brief window here, where his 2-2 is just ever so slightly ahead of
of
Cladahaiser, but
Clad's.
to hit it needs absolute precision here, and I don't think that Razorblader is quite aware of how little of a window he's got here.
Yeah.
But I think as soon as he starts on creep, it's just going to be jumped on. There's
Well,
just so much Link Bane here for Cladahaiser, and it's setting up a massive surround here. Or could this be a run by?
I was about to say,
No,
yeah,
it's
the
gonna be a
center
big
tower would have
surround.
seen it for a second there, but it doesn't matter because now he collapses in on everything. Gonna be able to take out the tanks, gonna be able to push through. Some muters are coming in here, helping out. And he, yeah, as you say, just collapsed.
This is looking awful here for Razorblader. You know, he was in the middle of transitioning from tanks to Widow Mines, and he just didn't have any tanks there. He had 3. With a sort of big 2-2 push, you want more like 5 to 7 sort of tanks. You want something crazy or even more than that. Depends how the game goes. And if he goes for that 1-1 push. But this is just not looking good for here for Razorblader. He can't seem to push back this creep. Can't seem to do much, you know, drone damage here, and he can't really keep back Cladahaiser, who's just got complete control of the map here.
Well, the Banshees that were saved this whole game and repaired back to full health have came into the 4th base and trying to, again, just disrupt Clad in any way they can, but Cloak does not last forever, and Muters are coming in here. Meanwhile, Raza is able to establish his 4th base at the top of the map, and while the 5th base is down, Clad is not mining from it just yet, or very barely mining. I think he's now transferring a bunch of drones over there. But, yeah, supplies are not in favour.
I'm actually really impressed with how Cladahaiser is playing this game.
Breaking down those rocks to try and get an even easier surround on the Terran army. But Widowmine's burrowing everywhere. Can he get the mystical shots? Actually, some pretty good connections there.
Yeah, if he had had that sort of like mine count with his 2-2 push, I think this could have ended it, but you know, he was just in the middle of changing his tech there, and he's going to lose a big bunch of his army here to these realists.
Oh, some Bane and gang connections as well.
This is just not going Raz's way. He's down in workers, down in army supply. He is ahead in upgrades though. Cladahaiser not opting to go for that 3-3 yet, as he's not got his hive even started. This could be the window that Raz is looking for. Building up for that big 3-3 push, hopefully being maxed out there as he gets those 3 extra barracks. You know, this could be his window to start to bring it back in this game here.
Yeah, and yeah, it's pretty much said. I mean, no chance of a 5th base if this creep continues spreading up to the north. So I suppose there is this west side base, but I'll have to see. The options are quite limited for Terran at this stage.
Yeah, but I think pushing out like this is a mistake. Getting control of the map, sure, with drops and things, but...
Oh, huge Widowmine hits on those Mutalists!
One shot killed everything there. But I think taking a big engagement like this is a mistake here. Not without you 3-3, but he's not doing terribly here. He's still able to catch on. These are some good splits here. Able to kill off a lot of these Ling Bane here. So many midovacs in the process. Really good splits. But he's actually losing quite a few SCVs.
Yeah, those... Oh, what a scrappy moment there. 300 Lings have gone down this game. Wow, 140 Marines. Only 36 Banes.
Yeah, now after the fight is done, he's got no army, he's got no medevacs now. If he just held on that little bit longer, this would have been an incredible fight for him.
Yeah, I think he had the opportunity where he got so much damage on the muters. But then that was after he decided to move out, so yeah. Not sure, but he's trying to make something happen here, and
yeah, it's...
Oh, again, decent engages here, but really needs to do more. He needs to kill this 5th base that he doesn't even know about in the top right, but again, just a big surround.
The Baneling connections were incredible there, and this one medevac on 5 health is no more. Oh my good lord.
Oh,
the mine shots go off from the muters, killing every single last one of them almost. This bunker actually going to be the last bastion here for Raza, as this onslaught of Lings come through, a single Thor trying to hold the fort here. Bunker goes down. I think we might be seeing the end here of Raza, to be honest. No, yeah, he's barely mining off this 4th base.
He is going to try and
eventually going to take his 5th. Yeah.
Yeah, which I actually thought Cloud was going to spread creep to the north, but he's actually spread creep to the 4th, so he's going to be able to see that 4th base and be able to fight with it, but he doesn't deny this 5th base from going down. But
did you see that Reddit post where it's like the different types of Zerg creep spread? This is the one-man army, isn't it? The one little tentacle, one creep team doing all that work.
Man, got to make it happen. Again, these Widowmines have been heroes for Raza, but well,
starting to maybe do something here.
Surprisingly efficient considering how many armies he's lost.
He's just got no medevacs left though. He's got so much gas, but he needs medevacs here. The only thing to keep him in this fight here is going to be medevacs, and losing health after every stim is incredibly painful. When that means one shot of a Baneling can kill your marines, like a clump of marines, it's incredible. And another stim means that lings are going to tear through.
A betrayer mine as well killed the medevac that was going to lift up the Thor. Then the Thor died as well. So yeah. Again, this tug of war. It's interesting though. I think Raz has identified that every time he pushes, Clad will overextend off of creep in order to chase down the army. I think that's part of the reason why his engagers have been reasonably decent. Wow, this 5th base being an orbital. Oh no, this is the orbital from his main. I see. I didn't notice that before.
Can you imagine that as a Protoss lifting off your Nexus and going over there?
Can't imagine it. I can't imagine.
Can't imagine it. How broken would Protoss be if they could lift
can imagine. I can imagine a Nexus defending itself though, like a planetary fortress. We used to have photon overcharge.
Oh, these Banelings. Oh my god.
Well, again, good SCV control. Razra is not giving up the game easy, but again, it's really what is his route coming in, especially now Zerg has picked up and is going for the 3-3 and the Ultralisks.
Yeah, no kindness yet though. Not even started.
Yeah. He's not building any Ultralisks either, but he's got the tech for it, so he has teched up behind this despite all the pressure. He is continuing to expand along the bottom side. I think a lesser Zerg might have got caught up with all the engagements and the continuous fighting and not realised that Terran was like being cost efficient and getting his way back in, but Clad is not your average Zerg.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's definitely not your average Zerg. He is an old man, as he says.
How old is Clad? Do you know?
I don't know.
Okay, fair. No. Is Clad in chat? I don't know.
Clad, how old are you? He's 22 actually. He's
what?
Younger than I yeah,
super young.
1997 maybe.
But I'm still the old man of the Norfolk players. It's okay.
Hey.
Okay, another big engagement.
Same age as me.
Heavy Lings coming in here. Raz are getting some beautiful Widowmine shots still, but this army is being forced to overstim and run back, and there's just so many Lings here.
But this is still a really good engage here for Raz. He's just gunning down these Lings here with these Marines.
Yeah, but this 5th base is also being ravaged whilst the army is dealing with the main attack. Widowmine shot going to get a lot of those, but... Oh, an absolute masterclass of hanging on.
Really useful here for Glad.
Yeah.
Just because he has so much Ling Bane, just being able to take amazing engagements, just good wraparounds and just demolishing everything would be such an important part of, his play here.
Oh, there's one Ling sitting in this base just chewing away at units. Rather, didn't seem to have noticed. Okay, now he's noticed it.
If this base in the top had been a planetary, like you were saying, I think he would have saved a lot more SCVs here and would be actually in a really good position now. I think this could have been a winning game, but of course there's so many different factors at play here, and because look, these engagements are actually going really well here for Razra.
Oh my god, it actually looks like... Is he doing it?
He's got a massive...
Oh, hang on, no, here comes in the surround.
Ye of little faith, believe in Raza.
Oh!
In Raza we trust.
Okay, but now the Ultras are starting to pop. And I think
there's still a good number of Marauders out. This could actually still work. The mines are pretty good actually versus
I think he need to kill the 5th base in the top right or at the south base. This Liberator is getting work done at one of those bases, but he really needs to have stemmed the flow of mining much earlier. Efficiency versus an infinite resource is very tricky.
It's a tough one to say. I mean, to say that this has been going on 20 minutes and Glad looking like he had such an control of the game, like for it to go on this long, for Razza to actually be up in supply there and taking incredible engagement at the start there.
Yeah.
At the start of that big fight at the end. Excuse me. Actually going to go for more drops here.
Yeah, creepers everywhere, however, so Clad will see it coming through already. Oh, I thought he was moving.
He's going to go back into Mutas here. Take some of that map control. It looks like he's going to revert back to like the 10-minute mark again here. This is weird.
Yeah, I mean, again, maybe he doesn't want to deal with these drops, and and Mutas are the only real way to do it. To deal with
ultra speed going down as well. Oh, I hate this upgrade. They just run. They just run like Usain Bolt, man. It's like Mo Farah, big claws on him.
No, I think the have you seen the Brood War skin for the Ultralisk?
Oh my god, the old one, yeah.
That's
I'd like to
these are
see
chunky
that,
boys.
but like the chunky boy with speed, because you can't get there is the Brute War skin in StarCraft 2 and with speed.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That are the
like
ones
just charging around the map. That's almost like something you'd see in StarCraft sort of thing. I can't imagine it being reality.
Hey, well, these Mutalisks are actually holding their own. And what upgrades do they have? +1 air, but
+1,
yeah, that's it. Oh,
big mine shot.
Yeah,
so
I love it.
Gonna go around to the natural, and there's actually nothing there. There's nothing here of value other than... I don't really think it's worth it here.
The game has stabilized in a surprising way now. I mean, rather trying to take a 6th base.
I mean, he's got to at this point. There's not really a lot he can do, but this 5th base not being a plateau really hurts him, I think.
Agreed. And one of the potential bases is all creeped up. This oh, can he land it? Exactly. Yeah, I think he can. Yeah, it's really tight, but the creep nearly knowing the 6th base.
No, there's gonna be a little bit in there.
Nope.
It can land! What? What is that?
But Clad does see it. It's in vision range, crazily enough.
That is crazy indeed.
He is attacking straight through the middle. Razza is pretty split. But there's a lot of units here for Zerg. I don't know if I believe the wraparound is big. The Widow Mine's going off and everything, but the Ultralisk stands strong.
But with only Ultras left here, and there is a couple of Marauders here.
Yeah, but with only Ultras remaining here, he cuts through all the bio. Is what you were going to say, I believe.
Yeah, this is a sad end here for Razza. Who is
yeah, I would say dropping everywhere. I mean, but the production, if Zerg gets on top of the production, that's it, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is looking scary. There's very little in the way of economy here for Razza. He's still got his 2 bases left, but they're barely mining. Now he's going to be GG. Clyde is going to take it to game number 5 versus either Mystic or Gamer Richie. Who's it going to be? You tell me. You tell me who's it going to be.
Sorry, what was that? I was reading chat.
Mystic or Gamer Richie for the last map?
Well, considering our boy Richie is a beast, and I don't know if we haven't seen that much of him in the Quaranteams. Did we see him last week? I can't remember. I don't think we did, because Mystic went on a tear last week and took everything.
Kill, yes.
Yes, so we didn't see him last week. So I hope it's Richie. Get some stimmin' win in there. Well,
I hope he's fucking winning as well. And the last map is going to be Zen, and yes, it will be Gamer Richie for our final map.
Roid me up, boys. Roid me up. Yeah, as Richie acknowledging the mine baits were really good in that game, and they really were. Oh, let's get into the game view. It is 2-2 in this best of 5. And I do believe we have Clad. Did he race pick again? Do you know? It doesn't make
yes,
too much
he's been race picking this entire series, yeah.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, and speaking of our race picker, he is spawning down on the bottom left-hand side. He is our pink Zerg, almost bringing it back. Can he go for the all-kill here? He is representing Team StarCraft Improve, as well as Team Crème Anglaise. He is Pladderheiser, although I may have the wrong replay here. Because the name is
incorrect.
Suspect.
It is a 12 pool, and a static, I do believe, is one of Richie's accounts, yes?
It is. It is Gamer Richie's account. So we have two no-name people here.
Yeah,
Big names, but no names. But yeah, this is a more or less Gamer Richie's main account.
Yes, he does ladder with that a lot, I believe.
Yes.
If we need to,
Unfortunate. I thought this name was fixed. It is, mistakes are made. But we'll get it fixed in post. We'll be like movie production guys. We'll get it fixed in post.
get it fixed. Hey, that means I've got to do it in post.
Yeah, well, you're the post guy. You are all the work guy. I just
Okay,
sit here and go. That's very good. I sometimes do a tweet that is not as good as.
Well, let's look into this, because the SCV scout comes across the map and sees now only the natural going down and the lings that are already out. So it's safe to say your suspicions are high as Terran at this point that it was a pool first.
Yeah, so with this, I think it isn't a really good style against Gamer Richie, because Gamer Richie always SCV scouts this early, and he comes in just in time to see the 12 pool hatchery, and he's going to go for the 3 roach into 3 ravager style.
And the one SCV who we can call Little Richie, he comes in and he sees the roach warren.
Yeah, I mean, that is crazy good luck, and scouting that is continued gas mining as well means this is definitely going to be the Ravager transition here. Go into those 3 Ravagers, try and bile down the supply depots, the bunkers, and just delay that command center. But it's not going to be delayed here at all by Gamer Richie. He's going to build it on the high ground. Yeah, he's just going to keep building those SCVs. And to be honest, it's pretty safe here. A single Cyclone, maybe a tank if he's feeling greedy, and just a couple Marines in that bunker, and he's pretty safe. He'll lose those supply depots. He might even lose a reactor if he's unfortunate.
Well,
but that's better than dying. And as long as you don't lose any SCVs, you're in a really good spot.
Well, what Clad didn't realise is that Richie loves it down in the mud. He's going to come in here as holding up the team integrity part of team integrity.
He's the most integral part of team integrity, because he's the final decider here.
I think wait, well, I don't know where I was going to go with that. That was going to be a bad joke, so I'm not going to say it. Anyway, he's going to go for it. As you say, he might lose these depots, but not really too fussed about that if he lives to win the game.
Yeah, I don't think he really needs to try and save these supply depots, but
barracks,
he's going to actually be able to.
It's
oh my god, losing this barracks could be awful. He is going to lose it. It's gone.
Okay.
Oh, this is big. This is big. I think being a bit more conservative there would have helped him a lot, because with only 3 Ravagers, there's no way he can come up here. And, seeing that hatchery go down pretty much means there's only going to be the 3 Ravagers. If he'd stayed on one base, this would have been, 5, 6, 7, 8 Ravagers coming down here. Well, this is pretty, chill here. He's just going to go for that, droning
he's going to go back. And Richie, no hesitation, lifts the CC and goes for the low ground to take it. Clad is taking his 3rd base himself here as well, so yeah, this might extend out into a more macro game. But Clad asking the question, how are you going to stim and win if you don't have a barracks? Well, Richie's rebuilding that barracks.
That's a very good question, because we're going to siege and win. That's what it is. It's going to be a mech game here for Gamer Richie, I'm pretty sure. Not to worry, but I did like that move back time out of. I nearly called him by his display name there. I do like Clad's move back time.
Yes.
Just before the Cyclone and the Viking came.
Oh yeah, sorry, Cyclone.
Meaning that there wasn't just a free Ravager gone. Meaning you can keep that at home, because they are quite expensive units. They're 100, the same as a Medevac, same as a High Templar, I guess.
Well, High Templar's 150 gas, but okay, don't worry.
Yeah, but also 50 minerals, so that's.
You're saying gas is worth the same amount as minerals? Wow, you're such a Terran player. Such a Terran player.
Yeah.
Bad RNG. The SCV was on the wrong side for too long. The wrong side of the tracks.
Yeah. Actually, I'm really liking Gamer Richie's position. He's only down 5 workers, but when you've got your 3rd CC finishing up now, you've got mules called down. You're actually in a really good position here, and
yeah,
Clad is actually probably very scared right now.
I was gonna say, and Zerg being 5 workers up isn't like anything to write home about. I think most Zergs want to be at least that up for it to be
more or less around 10, yeah.
Yeah,
10 or if not more. And if you remember from last game, you know, Clad was up 20 workers at times, and
yes.
still was on probably equal footing to Razorblader was last game. Yeah. That's the sort of difference in worker count you want. Oh my god, what?
That poor SCV just got blown up. Well, Richie's coming in for the cloak and poke here with the Banshee out the 3rd.
With only 1 Banshee though, I kind of like this. I like the idea of this because it stops any like roach follow-ups. It helps deal with that, but it doesn't really do a lot of counter damage because you can very quickly make spores. And it's not really going to kill drones too quickly. 2 Banshees one-shotting, just you can stud a step very easily here.
Well, there's no spore, no detection, and this 3rd base is being completely disrupted. Muta's on the way for Clad, but this Banshee is already getting a lot done. No, oh my god, there's no detection in the natural either. He can just keep going.
Yeah, it's going to bring this Overseer over, but it's the slow Overseer. And if he even sees Overseer, you can just pull away from it. You can just walk away and go, I'm just going to outpace you, go away.
1 Banshee
more damage, because these
kills.
Queens are out of position there as well.
Oh, the Muta's pop saving him. Oh, but it does get a 9th drone as...
That's so good here for Gamer Richie.
Yeah.
So good.
Actually, 7 workers disparity, but he's been able to establish his 3rd base. Which looks like Clad wants to dive in on here, but Cyclone and Missile Turret already here to defend things. A lot of space to go around things on Zen, so he is able to fly into the main. But there's a Missile Turret here. Not enough Mutas to overwhelm that.
Ooh, just lose a Mutalist to the Missile Turret though, which is quite big.
We have another Banshee coming around the south side of the map. See what that can get done. Stimpak has just finished. That's the big dick energy upgrade for Richie.
Bringing the thunder here.
There you go. Oh, this Banshee getting in. And again, no spores were actually added on. So this Banshee has quite some free roam. I'm sure that Overseer is now coming back, and it is. But
it's
big
so
attack.
Slow, though.
Big attack coming in on the 3rd. He's going for it. Like an absolute madman. But not actually that much dies here. Everything just tucks back. Tanks on the high ground. Richie is saying, oi, sorry mate, no access here. Get out of my face.
Yeah, when you have that upgrade advantage over a Roach player, even if it's just Roachling Bane, you know, it makes such a difference. Because those Roaches and that extra armor, they just evaporate. The DPS of Marines is just so incredible.
Well, the Mutas are looking to swing around, but there's only a handful of them. Not a super scary amount. 1 turret and 1 mine is more than enough to scare that away. Richie looking to move out on the map with some Marines and Medevacs just to push back some creep, probably. But where is Clad's army? Okay, it's a Ravager Bane army sitting back a little bit.
Which isn't really a particularly great composition. It's very gas intensive, especially when you got the Mutas in as well.
Oh,
this is a big pick off. Such a nice pick off there.
Yeah, lovely that is.
While the game died down a little bit, I should really talk about these two actually having a bit of a history together.
Oh, go for it.
There is you know, unlike Raza and Clad having any history, these two definitely do. They always seem to meet in epic lands. They always seem to have this grudge against each other, especially with Richie. He's sometimes a bit in your face bragging, isn't he? Sometimes.
Like got that big dick energy. It does happen.
He does have the big dick energy, and I can confirm it is big dick energy.
Was was Clad one of the people who was in a finals with Richie against, or was that Mix?
I think that was Mix.
Ah, I see.
And then, yeah, it was either Mix or AC.
Oh yeah,
one of
AC
those
as well.
two.
Yeah.
It was one of the TSI Zergs. You are right. Yeah, I've heard that story many times, but there's no combat shields, and it's only just starting now, which is
not
really big here.
Connection.
So a single stim means that they are vulnerable to Baneling connections here. So just pulling back here, I think, is a really good idea, especially when you only have 2 medevacs here. Like, everything here dies to 1 shot of a Baneling.
Richie does not live in fear, though.
This engagement.
He does not live in fear. He goes for it. He takes the engagement. He's pulling back. That's a lot of banelings, though, actually. Coming in from both sides. Oh, that's scary. It's a scary moment. Though, again, you got to remember the economy for Clad isn't that amazing. He has got 4 bases. He is now up to 71 workers, but it's taken him a while to get there. He's not instantly replenishing. He's nowhere near maxed. And we've seen what Raza could do with Widow Mines and Tunneling Claws in the last game. And, well, Richie is now getting an upgrade too.
Yeah. This base positioning here of Gamer Richie as well. It's I've seen it a lot more as the time goes on, because normally you'd see people go for this vertical. The same that Clad has gone for this game. But now that Terrans are just wrapping around as well, it kind of nullifies this extra space in the north that pretty much is dead space.
Yeah, and I was going to say, this is like quite a surprisingly choky part of the map. If you look at where Clad's 4th is to Richie's 3rd. Oh, but there is a flank of banelings coming in, able to catch a lot there. Tanks exploding on everything.
That was actually a really good trade there for Clad. I wouldn't have been against him just keeping on pushing, but you know, he did overextend last game, like you were saying, and I don't think he wants to do that again.
And I was saying about how this is kind of a natural choke, but I forgot there was a ramp on the south side of this choke to get a big flank like that off. So Clad making sure he's using the map decently. The south side of the map goes very unused at the minute, but all the attention is up here. Huge amounts of banelings, so many.
So many banelings. I don't know how he has so much gas. This is incredible. Wasting banelings on tank. Oh my god, it's an incredible amount of banelings, but he's going to lose his entire army here. He's completely reset here.
Repair on the bunker. Barracks still alive with banelings exploding on them.
Marauder on 1 health, tanking so many banelings. 2 liberators, 9 kills, 8 kills on Lynx and Banes.
Sieging up. And I love this 5th base location. The tucked behind on the north side. I'm not sure if you mentioned that
this is
already.
what I was saying.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. I was
clearing this creep in the north as well. This is really, really good now for Gamer Richie. It went from being pretty close to like Clad being in control sort of thing to now Gamer Richie just pushing back bases here from Cladderheiser.
Yeah, and Clad's realised that he needs to start using the space along the bottom side in the middle of the map. But he is being pressured at his 4th whilst doing this big Link counterattack, which is getting some damage done, but not that critical.
Oh, tries to avoid the Widow Mines by pulling away and turning into more Widow Mines.
Yeah. As is the way. Clad re-expanding towards the south side of the map. He's all but given up this 4th base. And I think that's a good thing. He needs to start going through the middle, going through the south side. Oh, but a big on creep, loads of banelings.
So much in with the Corruptors here to deal damage to these medevacs. They're barely going to get out here.
Yeah, Lib's turning and fighting in the air. Big Widow Mine hits though. Cool, they've absolutely been stars of these games.
Oh my god, they're actually crazy. Here I was moaning about DTs earlier. Mines are the real enemy.
Oh. And another intense game so
These
far.
trades are just going so well here for Gamer Richie here. He is equal on upgrades, but plus 3 weapons is very, very close to finishing. And when that hits, it's going to be an incredible set of engagements for him.
Yeah, and a bunch of mines just went off on some Corruptors, which I barely caught on the screen there. And yeah.
Clad's got no army left. He's got Banelings, but there's still more thing.
Has he broken the back of Clad? I'm not really sure.
So. He's just got nothing left here.
Oh, but these Banelings are out to finish up. But okay, some good pre-splitting.
Oh, great splits.
Yeah.
Oh,
and that's it. And suddenly, yeah, Richie 60 supply ahead and just winning.
Just winning. It's incredible, and that means that Gamer Richie is gonna bring it 3-2 for the team integrity over Team Crème Anglaise.
Yeah, and no disrespect to Clad there, he played an absolutely banging set, as it were. Taking out Raza is really impressive. And then, I'd say, going toe-to-toe with Richie, he's still got a lot of that big dick energy himself.
We keep saying that so much.
Yeah, I know. But not enough to beat the old stim and win in the arm, in the neck. Wherever you want to. 7K Army's lost this one Marines.
What are you sticking in your neck? The stim or the big dick energy?
Isn't it the same thing?
It's all the same thing. So then, the second series. I hear this one is a banger as well.
Yeah, I know.
From
We've been
the other
hyped,
person coming in.
hyped for this week's games.
Absolutely.
And this is Team TeambuL versus TSI, or Team TSI Improve. Sorry,
TTSII. That's
yes,
it.
TTSII.
Yes. So
Exactly.
give me a moment, and I
Yeah,
can
we
get
are
us into...
organised. Do some belly dancing in my chair.
Ooh, it's a shame I can't see that. I've only got one monitor.
Ah, that's right. You live the peasant's life with one monitor.
Jesus Christ.
We're working about, but I don't know the matchups. I don't know who's the. Do you know how our first players are off the top of your head, or you still
Yes, it's
looking
going to
for?
be Matt versus Mix. So Captain Matt versus Mix.
And a
Who
ZVZ.
lost to... I am getting a lot of messages.
Someone's worried about things.
I am wanted. I am very much wanted right now.
All right, stop your bragging. Stop your bragging. If we need to take a 5-minute technical break, let me know.
I have responded and it should be fine now.
Go away. Go away.
Go away. So yeah,
StarCraft.
Got more important things to do.
All right.
Our first map is going to be Eternal Empire between Matt and Mix. M and M. I am still wanted.
Oh. Ba-da-da-da. Alright, and what I go on to the player's view because I do not know. Spawning in the top right, he is the leader of Team TeambuL. Yes, he is the leader of Team TeambuL, despite his name being Matt and not TeambuL. I sometimes get that confused. It is the Zerg player, spawning blue on the top right, Matt.
And spawning down on the bottom left-hand side. I'm trying to think of a nice pun or something. The Northern Irish Fury. No, that's so bad. He is Mix. Oh,
Wow.
Lord. I should have prepared something beforehand.
Yeah. I mean, that's
actually also winning an Epic LAN.
Yes, we were just talking about it, weren't we? The finals versus Richie, I believe.
Maybe?
I believe so. But that
Maybe.
was before I followed the scene, so...
This was many years ago. Yes, it was versus Gamer Richie. Yes. And Risky came third that Epic LAN as well.
Okay.
Do you know what's funny as well? I was looking at it, and Razorblader's first Epic LAN was Epic 20 in 2017. And Group A, Risky, Mystic, Razorblader, Finzy,
wow.
Grimsy, bunch of legends, all of...
Absolutely.
I'd love to see like the VODs of that. That'd be amazing.
Lost to history, some might say. Or
Definitely lost to history. I think the VODs are long. I don't even know who casted this.
No idea. Again, I didn't even realise there was a UK scene around StarCraft at that point.
I have no games. But it looks like Mystic beat Razorblader in the groups there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but I think we should talk a bit more about the game going on now. Because as much as neither of us are Zerg players, are utter disinterest in ZVZ.
I've been keeping tabs. My professional observer, I've been keeping tabs. Basically, we're mirror build so far. Hatcheries at the same time. Let's see, are they still both mining 2 on gas? Yep, 2 on gas. Speed coming down at the same time. We got it under control. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Yeah, we got this, man. You're holding down the fort.
I'd say, do you see Twitch chat complaining that we're not talking about the game? Actually, are they? I don't know.
To be fair, I don't see Twitch chat at all, so they could be saying anything. I don't know. Again, I'm only on one mod. I know you've got your iPad.
Yes, I've got a tablet up. So just to make sure there's no technical issues. And so I can reach out. Again, both players taking the third base at the same time, probably on like 28 supply or 28 drones or whatever it was. They're both on 25 drones. I don't know what I'm talking about with ZVZ. Baneling Nest coming down for both players. In almost identical positions as well, or mirrored positions. So yeah, We're just getting settled in here. And again, Matt is a lesser known player within the scene. We talk about Mix being an Epic LAN winner, but Matt hasn't. I believe he hasn't attended any Epic LANs. Hasn't really participated too much. Came in very recently with the UKSC2 league, and yeah, had a miracle run. None of us really knew who he was before then.
Yeah, almost a royal road. I think he should have maybe got to the finals. That last series was just. It was crazy close. There were some games that could have gone either way. That 3-2 between Matt and FIGARO.
Yeah,
Did eventually go second place to Risky. Also a great series.
Ooh, big Baneling hits here at the third of Matt. The Link Bling Wars are now getting into full swing. There is a Link counterattack. Okay, a single Link counterattack. Attacking the Baneling Nest.
It's going to do it, man. He's taking that Baneling Nest down, what, to 2/3 health?
Yeah.
Still no reaction.
Well, I would say 4/5 health, but, you know. And...
4/5? I think it's 2/3 now.
we're not going to do math on stream. Alright, let's not do math on stream.
Well, this is different. This is fractions. This is fine.
Fractions is still maths. Do you not go to school?
Oh no! These Banelings. Oh my god, that was so close.
That could have been a lot worse, yeah. Oh, and on the north side, we've got a Baneling run by. 3 coming through here. They're going to go straight for the mineral line. Mix going to need a pull, but the splits are pretty decent. Oh, could get 4-5. Oh,
the whole position.
And ends up getting 3. Not too bad.
That was heart in the mouth moment there, wasn't it?
Look. And again, the players mirroring to a Sheen. Both going for Lair almost within the same second, and +1 attack. Range attack. So going to go into the Roach Wars phase now. This is almost, if you actually just ask 2 players, like, yeah, we want it to make an absolute mirror build. Like, this is almost what you'd get. They are extremely close. Though an important distinction is that Matt has snuck ahead in drones. He is 6 drones up. He did kill a few drones with the Banelings, so that's going to be a incredibly crucial difference going into the Roach phase of ZVZ. Mix now building 14 workers though. Oh, a lot of popping, but he's trying to catch up with that worker count.
Yeah, and with Matt now taking all of his gases, all 6 of them, we are definitely going to see a lot of roaches go down. Or it could even be a Spire, but normally would have thrown down the Spire already.
I was about to. Well, the layers have only just finished up for both players, but the +1 attack, range attack, indicates that they are going to be going for those roaches, I think.
Yeah.
And both players have been very active with their lings. They've had lings running around each other's bases. So they've probably both seen that the other is upgrading off their Evo chamber. So they probably know the feel of this game as well.
Yeah, I think it's always a good idea to get rid of your lings. Try and get some damage done. No, coming from that Terran perspective. To try and get damage done, just get rid of them before they become pretty much obsolete to these roaches.
Yeah, and 4th base is coming down in mirroring positions and almost at mirroring times. Though, oh, Mix is going for a Spire. You did mention it. And looks like he is going to do that. He is also getting +2 attack, as is Matt. I feel like Matt should have a big opportunity to attack when the muters are being built. If Mix goes for muters, there's going to be a very vulnerable timing. It's just about whether Matt can identify that and go for it. He's going for this Roach drop, but that was the wrong button.
Voltacus did a whoopsie.
Okay, at least you only pressed B.
We're only a couple seconds.
Okay. Oh.
Right, I need to look at my keyboard a bit more thoroughly next
time.
Professionalism.
Anyway, yeah, so we do have this Roach drop coming in, though because of the great Overlord spread, the vision of Mix does see it already coming through, so he shouldn't be too surprised by that. Roach speed is now finishing up for both players, so a couple seconds ahead for Matt. Not enough to make difference. Oh, 4 Banelings running into the 3rd. That's big. Oh, only 9 drones, but 9 drones is still nice. He is now doing the drop as well, which is going to start picking off some workers and doing attack on the 4th. Matt taking control of this game very swiftly. I don't know if he's going to be able to get critical damage done here, but already splitting Mix's attention. Now his army is just sitting here.
Files, though, on those Ravagers. Oh my good lord. Came down like an anvil. My lord.
And he is trading out this army and losing more of it, but if we look at the supply, he is still up.
Look at the supply.
Yeah, it's just from taking out.
Gets away with 3 of his roaches as well.
He is 10 workers ahead now.
That's actually really incredible right now out of Matt. For saying he's had like so little like map vision this entire game, he's only been able to scout like the natural, the third base, and I don't think he even knows. Oh no, of course he knows there's a spy. He went in for the run by.
Yeah.
But he had no idea what's going on in the natural. He didn't know there was a layer until he went for that. He's been completely in the dark, but even then he's able to pull off these great moves there.
Yeah, and he is responding to the potential mute attack with the Hydra Den. So he's going to go for that DPS ground army and try and hold everything. +2 missiles is about to finish for both players. Matt is, however, finishing up 15 seconds earlier, so this window is actually really nice. But his roaches are +2 attack. No armor upgrades either side. So, actually no, I think Matt does have
yeah,
armor.
Matt has this +1 armor. He's finished a little bit before his +2, which means he's going to take a much better engagement here compared to Mix. And it's definitely going to help out versus his Mutalisks as well, which is an added bonus.
Yeah, he's just going to dive on top of this army. The Mutalisks are out, and this roach push will be eventually cleaned up, but maybe not before it can even just straight up win the game.
I think it might do. There's just nothing on the ground here for Mix anymore.
Oh, Bile even.
Bile actually going down his own Mutalisks.
Yeah.
He could just jump in and kill this Spire if he really wanted to. He's got 3 reign of this. There's so many reinforcements coming in. 16 more roaches at a time out of Matt.
4th base going down. 3rd base going down. No economic damage really done on the other side. Though Matt is only sitting at 68 work, so he was a bit higher than that before, but he's been building spores and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, and Hydras as well, which is going to allow him to clean up these Overlords as well as push away these Mutalisks here for Mix.
Yeah, the Mutas do find an exposed 4th base, but it's not
There's actually no spores around for Max.
Actually, yeah, right, correct. One Queen going to have to hold down the fort, but he is pushing again, so Mix really needs to respect this. Probably bring the... Well, I don't think he can bring the Mutas home, but I don't think they can do enough damage on the other side of the map. He is between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah, very much so. And that rock is currently throwing up acidic vomit onto the roaches.
Okay, big biles, but they don't actually connect. He's getting now tucked behind his wall. Baneling speed on the way, but Matt is actually going to target the roach warren down first. Knowing his priority there, he's still very roach heavy. Again, now the Queens have grouped up. Queen's grouping up on the defense, and now drone pill, so it ain't looking good.
No, this ain't looking good at all. These Hydras ripping through everything. Roach is here to defend. I still think there's enough Hydras here to...
Absolutely.
Oh, this is just barreling over the top of Mix's army right now, and that's going to be GG. Matt is going to take game number 1.
Ooh, hectic.
Ooh, baby.
Ooh. And again, for how mirrored the early games were there, really impressed with how Matt was just able to look confident in a very similar position and able to just take control of the game. He really
he definitely took control of that game. That was an incredible show of just map control and I guess decision making as well. I don't want to put it down to like Matt is an absolute god or something like that, but no, he's definitely one of my favorite players, and I might say that, might not.
Yeah, no, he did the roach drop to distract from a Bane run by, to distract from an attack on the 4th base, and that did enough that the follow-up attack then just crushed the 4th base, pushed through and killed the 3rd base. And as I said, Mix was trying to transition into mutas and get to that stage where he could then do a lot of more damage and sort of take an advantage in the game, but Matt had that timing and he was able to exploit it.
Yeah, for sure. But our next fight is going to be Asta. Which is going to be Asta build, do you think?
It's a ZVZ. It's Asta. Of course it's going to be the Asta build.
It's the best of one as well, so I'm thinking Asta build. So, for those that don't know, the Asta build is the 14-14.
It's so much more than that, though. It's so much.
Just so much more.
Well, to get the introductions out of the way, we do have, in the top...
We're fighting over it. I want Matt. Matt's my favourite.
Alright, you take Matt. You take Matt. Asta's my favourite, so you take Matt.
Yeah, you can expend on the 14-14 after
Exactly.
that. So spawning in the top left-hand side, the winner of the last game. He is probably one of my favourite almost Royal Roaders of the UK. He is our Blue Zerg. He is Matt.
And spawning in the bottom right as the Red Zerg. He is my boy. He is doing the gas cancel on the second gas to get one more drone because he is economic and efficient. It is Asta.
You'd think after 10 years of doing this build, well, maybe not 10 years, but many years of doing this build, he would have it refined.
He does have it. It's an exact science. It has gone through many evolutions. But his Ling Bling micro is to be feared. And yeah, the first 6 lings are on the way. We're going to see a Bane nest come down, 2 more lings come out, and then as the lings 7 and 8 get to around here, or somewhere in this region, they're going to start morphing into banelings while the 6 lings attack this hatchery. I've studied the art here. And
you're Asta's protege.
Well,
you learn your ZVZ from.
Yeah, actually, Spacey Maisie taught me a lot of ZVZ.
Oh jeez.
But I am a Protoss player.
Even quicker games. That's a 12 pools. Those games are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Matt
Once
is.
the game gets out of Ling Bane, I don't know what's happening anymore.
Well, Matt sees the lings coming across the map now, so he should know. I don't know if he saw these first 6, but he saw the 7th and 8th ling, so he should be aware of it. Yeah, building a spine crawler immediately, which is not a bad reaction. One spine crawler, maybe pull some drones, and get your own lings out. I believe that's the correct way to start to deal with this. There is the 2 banelings morphing, but Matt does not yet know that there is a Bane nest. So yeah, pulling these drones is very important.
These 2 lings so quickly though, that's so much DPS gone.
Very true. But
he really needs those lings right there. But these 2 banelings are going to make it impossible for drones to try and engage. Yep. Losing 2 more lings and Asta's speed is done. This is just everything is going wrong here for Matt.
Yep.
Losing that queen as well. He's not even had to use these banelings yet.
Oh, he gets 4 drones there. Oh, he stops the spine crawler from actually getting down. Oh, that's huge. And he is just in Matt's face. All up and out. Drones are forced to fight. There is really nothing they can do. Oh, the spine still didn't burrow.
No, this is so unfortunate for Matt.
10 drones have already gone down. 10 supply. Poor Matt. He's going to try and take his low ground base, I suppose. I don't know, the drones are too close. He's going to see what he can get done here. But this is not a complete all-in from Asta by any means. He doesn't have a lot of drones himself, but he is in a very playable position, especially after killing so many workers. As you can see, more Banes morphing outside the natural. No Queen on the way either, so this Overlord is at no threat to move away. Oh, okay, so Matt has gone for his own defensive Bane nest. I think these are the first Banelings we've seen, even though we saw the nest a little while ago.
Yeah, and Asta has vision over this. There's no Queen in the natural, so there's no pushing away this Overlord, so we could actually dive a bit deeper with this Overlord, to be honest. If he really wanted, just to see where these Banelings are, so we can get the jump on them.
Yeah, it can be hard to tell
if get a free Baneling.
It can be hard to tell if a Baneling is if a Queen is in production though. I'm not sure if how noticeable that is.
I think they become very jiggly, the hatcheries do.
Oh, Banelings come in and get another 5 drones, and wow, yeah, there's the GG.
Yeah, oh my god. Poor Matt. Poor Matt.
Again, they don't call him Asta the ZVZ sniper for nothing.
Jeez, that just reminds me of Sniper, the Korean GSL champion. So, Asta taking down so far. That's all the Zerg's gone then.
Oh, okay,
so yeah. So it's all Protoss from here, and our next player is going to be TeambuL on Zen.
TeambuL's a big player. And I just want to say, like, again, just to go back to that ZVZ right quickly, Asta has a lot of success in ZVZ. He's recently beat Spacey Maisie. He recently beat an E-Punks player in a TSL Open as well. Gyarados, yeah. And he beat Johnny Rico in the UKSC2, all with that kind of style of ZVZ. He's very good at it.
Yeah.
So, yes. But anyway, going into this game, do you want to do the introductions, or shall I?
I fought you for them, so you can introduce whichever you'd like.
Alright, well, this game is going to hurt my heart because I do like both of these players. And I haven't done the scores. Let's do the scores. It's 1-1, isn't it? Yep. Okay, lovely. In the top right, spawning after winning that glorious CVC, he now has to face the greatest race in this game. He has to face Protoss. It is Aster. And TeambuL in the bottom left here. I messed up the introductions, but I'm going to continue with the voice anyway. Spawning on Zen in the bottom left, it's TeambuL.
Very nice.
Yeah, there you go.
So, Aster going for this looks like quite an early pool, to be honest.
No,
Right?
no. 1:17 is the normal time for a pool in TVZ. Ooh, suspicious-looking probe in the corner. Okay, no, he's just gonna go. Maybe he was trying to fake Aster into thinking that he was cannon rushing or something.
I don't think Zen's a very good cannon rush map, though, is it?
Not amazing. I don't really play Zen much, to be honest, so I do not know. But yeah, it should be said that TeambuL, a very strong player, very macro-orientated, has also had some very good results recently, though I cannot think of the players who he's recently had to beat to get those good results, unfortunately. But
Vindicta
being one of them, yeah.
Yeah, incredible. I think it was a 3-2, 3-1. And then he's also won a lot of the Bold Guy Classics, which is, for those that don't know, is the all-random. He won the fourth one of those, I believe, and then came third, fourth in the most recent one.
Yeah, the most recent one, yeah.
Which actually Rotti did.
I was about to say, was it Rotti?
Rotti won that one, yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
So yeah, and even then, he's still like, I really don't like all-random. Bad. If you get your main race, you just win.
So yeah, TeambuL, a very well-respected player, even amongst the big boys, he's known. Opening Stargate here on Zen. Stargate, a bit more of a traditional old opener now, but still very safe versus most things. Some would say too safe. It makes Zergs feel like they can drone up. So it's not super common, or it's not the only thing that Protoss does nowadays, but very reliable, safe opener. And Aster going for a fairly standard 3-hatch opening.
So what do you think is TeambuL's style? Do you think it's going to be the Rotti straight Oracle? I mean, sorry, straight Phoenix, or are we going to see, double Oracle, triple Oracle first?
So I
Phoenixes.
Yeah, I prefer triple Oracle, but we do see a lot of high-level players go for a Phoenix into Oracle, or even an Oracle into Phoenix, to clear the scouting more, and just take a third base and be safe with it. He's come in here and not seen all that much. This is quite a fast lair timing from... This is actually quite a fast lair timing from Aster. Has he scouted at Stargate? Oh, okay, he hasn't scouted at Stargate. This is the kind of lair timing that you would get to make sure you're safe from DTs, like a DT drop, which is not what it is, but looks like Aster's just
I don't think that's really TeambuL's style, is it? Apart from, I've seen him do a lot of DTs in ZVZ Roaches. Could this be a Nidus?
Yeah. And look, I think he's gonna build it in the top left. He's got a drone up there. Is he gonna do the creep drop trick? Okay, it's not done yet, but then yeah, he needs to wait for that to be done before he can build Nidus anyway. Okay.
Well, surely that's in a really bad position for a Nidus, because he might as well just
walk across the map. Sorry, yeah. No, but he can spawn the tail there. You know, the start of it. And then he's got this Overlord on the natural. But maybe. Okay, well, third base coming out for TeambuL. But he's coming over with these two...
Spire?
The Spire?
I think that's more traditional for a spot like that. I was going to say, nice.
Oh, it's a proxy Spire there. Okay. Okay, so we now have the two Oracles coming in, and they're not going to spot anything really wrong. I mean, there is some unused lava on the natural. And there's that Phoenix follow-up, so it was actually two Oracles into Phoenix there.
I think if there was ever a time to, cancel the Spire, I think then would the Oracle came in.
But why?
Because then he's got Stargates.
That's true, actually. Yeah.
The Phoenixes coming out.
I think I was saying to you earlier, actually, like PvZ is really awful at the minute for Phoenixes because it feels like you just can never be prepared, especially with this many Lings attacking the third base. Is that actually being really annoying? If he gets he's not going to get a cancel on that, surely.
I think so. There's nothing really that TeambuL can do. There's no armor on that, so it dies really quickly. And the first Adept is almost dead. It's dead. Yeah. It's gone.
And look, he even sees Immortals are being built. This is like super good for for Aster. Oh, okay, look. TeambuL doesn't know what's going on. He knows something should be happening. He's not seen any roaches, despite seeing the roach warren. And so he's now sending out double hallucinated phoenix, because that was quite a few lings to build, if you're going to be going for roaches anyway. So he's going to come in.
He's just going to see these mutas as well. He actually rallies them away as well.
Yeah, and nothing has popped yet. Oh no. Is he going to see him? Okay, yeah, I think he just saw them if he was watching.
I don't know if he was, though. It doesn't look like he was watching, actually.
We need to see... Okay, we see cannons going down.
Yeah, he must have seen them.
I think he did see them. He definitely sees them now. They're now coming in to attack the oracles.
No, I don't think he's seen them. But
yeah, this is too late. And maybe he can scramble together a defense here. There's not that many mutas spawning.
Disruptors are pretty good versus mutas, right?
Yeah.
But the only anti-air being dead now, I don't think it's left.
Oh my god, and he just GG's.
So what's that? 2-1 now for TSI improved.
Oh my lord. Poor TeambuL.
Oh my lord. So that means game 4 now. Asta 1 map away from all killing it.
Sugar, yeah.
And it could be either Chelch or Zane. Thoughts?
Well,
without looking at the replay.
Well, I do like my boy Chelch, and Chelch has to have an interesting history, so that'd be a great match to watch. And Chelch has been very high recently. And he took a map off of Nox, who we saw
Yes, he did.
Who we saw earlier tonight perform very well. So if it was Chelch, I definitely think there's a chance. Though Zane is arguably the stronger player. So I'm happy.
I would say so. I think he will be the best choice, and yeah, right. He's going to be the next player, the final, possibly. Actually, he is going to be the final player for TeambuL here.
It is going to be Zane, yeah.
Yeah, Everdream. So the TeambuL needs to do the dream here of bringing it back. TeambuL.
Yes.
It's so janky to say that is.
Yes, because TeambuL still has another player, don't they?
TeambuL, Zane is the last player. They're one map away from elimination.
Oh, yes, of course. This is.
It's TSI improved. They still have one more player, which could be FIGARO or AC.
Oh, okay.
Hasn't. It's only seen one game, I think AC has.
Oh, this would be. If Zane is able to win this game, I would probably bet on FIGARO coming out, and FIGARO is a very FIGARO and Zane have a bit of a history as well.
Do go on.
Yeah, well, I don't know how much they've played, but I know that at the most recent Epic LAN, Zane was arguably the favourite to win a series they had, as FIGARO had only been back a little while into StarCraft, and FIGARO ended up taking it 3-0 against Zane, and it was a very surprising series in my opinion, but very well executed from FIGARO, and FIGARO's been looking really good, even taking a series off Razor as well. So since then in the UKSC2 qualifiers. Or not in the qualifiers, in the groups.
It was in the group stage.
So
2-1, I believe it was.
So Zane has got a bit of a mountain to climb here. Astra is no joke to play against. But certainly FIGARO is also very, very strong, if it comes to that. Could also be AC. I don't know as much about AC, unfortunately.
Well, last time AC played, remember, it was just an instant loss, wasn't it?
Oh, yes, of course.
I believe, at least.
Actually, fun story while we can still talk through the early game of PvZ. At the most recent LAN, I played AC in the tournament, and he told me he was going to one-base roach me in-game. And then he went to one-base roach me, but I scouted it. Oh, overlay. Good call, Asta. We've been so good tonight.
Oh, I've been sat here just doing unprofessional things.
You literally missed nothing. You're in this game. You know you missed nothing. So yes, we had me and
the GM overlay.
me and AC ended up playing, and yeah, he said he was going to run base roach me, and then I scouted it, and then he didn't run base roach me. I felt very disappointed. He beat me as well.
That is disappointing. Yeah, I was really pumped to beat AC last. It was in my group.
Okay, so
gotta be AC, and
yeah. First real deviation from a normal PvZ, or this is a normal path of PvZ. It's going to be a robo first. So if you see a Stargate, that's generally for a very safe third. If you see a Twilight Council, it's for a 2-base timing into a third base. A robo generally implies a 2-base all-in. It's not not
Okay.
always that. There's a lot of things you can do with it, but I know Zane was very strong at those 2 base all-ins in the
Does with
previous patch.
the Immortal Sentry pushes.
Yeah, Immortal Sentry, Immortal Charge lot. There's a lot you can do with it.
Playing that Protoss mech.
Yeah, the Protoss mech, exactly. So we will see. It is going to be Adept into Stalker. Oh, wait, was it Stalker first? No, Adept into Stalker, yep. So very safe. He's going to be able to get his scouting off. He's going to be able to shoo away this Overlord. The Overlord has already seen all the information it needs to see. Third base coming down for Aster. Nearly called him Zane. Don't want to be doing that. And speed is going to kick in, so it's going to be really interesting to see if he's going to get these 3rd and 4th gas geysers. If he doesn't get them, then it's definitely going to be like a charge lot style, but considering the Twilight Council hasn't been started yet, I'm not really sure what this is. Charge is normally accompanying from these pushes, even if it's Sentry Immortal. 4 gates going down. Okay, so a lot of gateways coming out. But again, no gases on the natural, and only going up to a very odd amount of drones. 36 workers? Yeah, 36 workers. I didn't even need to count.
So this is just going to be Immortal Charge right here then, isn't it?
Well, there's no charge. No Twilight Council, no charge.
Oh, okay.
Which is,
So
yeah, but...
answer questions.
Yeah. So you can... So the Marjorie is a version where you get charge with 32 workers and you pull off gas. Zane is continuing to mine gas, but he doesn't have any Twilight Council, so I suppose he's going to be making more Stalkers and go for a bit more of a punchy kind of thing where there's more there's less DPS, but you can keep your army alive more with the War Prism. Lair on the way for Aster, and because he's very afraid at the minute. He's only on 41 workers himself. He's cut workers really early to respect this. He knows it's a very strong timing, and basically a 2 base all in.
I'm still concerned about the lack of charge here, and with Zealots here, I'm not really sure what the plan is for Zane.
We will have to wait and see. So he's going to come up this ramp here. Now, the biles on the ramp are really strong. So, yeah, Aster wants to defend this. Stop that army from coming up, though it does start to get up. Okay. Now able to push forward. Not that many sentries, but like I say, quite a few Stalkers. Maybe he knows that Aster's reaction is a lot of roaches. And Stalkers do fight better against roaches in low numbers.
That's a very good point here. And even without Blink, Stalkers are still very good. Especially controlled with a Warp Prism. Yeah. Very, very powerful.
And we have very nice force fields coming down, splitting off and killing all those Lings. We've had 27 Lings go down.
Looking good for Zane, yeah, you're right. But there's just so many Lings here.
This looks like a very interestingly crafted build. But the Ravagers still a lot there.
Ravagers, oh my god.
The 3rd base still mining as well. And this looks like where I think he's starting to get a lot done, but oh my god, there's not... Ravagers are very squishy as well. Look at them just pop, pop.
And that's a lot of money to be going pop like that. That's so much, but...
one more got caught out though.
These are not replaceable, these Immortals aren't. He's all in off gateway units here, and he needs to keep these Immortals alive, and I think Aster knows that. He's been targeting them down.
The drone pull as well, it's big. He's juggling.
Loses keeps the Immortal alive. I thought he may have lost it there, but the gateway units are thinning out here.
Oh no, big piles. Oh, he gets the War Prism. Has he done it? Actually, there's still a lot of units here.
But a Ling reinforcement to clean this up.
Yeah, I don't think...
Is Aster actually going to all kill?
I think he's going to do it.
He's going to all kill. He's going to kill the Protosses.
Oh, he caught the Immortals.
David Kin, please.
Oh my lord.
Lord, no. How does Zane come back from this now? He's on an equal work account, but he's down in tech. He's got no Twilight down. He's got no upgrades on the way. And now Aster's going for Spire. Well, what's Zane to do here?
Panic, I think is the term. Okay, shield batteries are really important. He's already walled off, but there's no charge. This is the real problem. Now Stalkers fall off so hard now. And he's not going to even be able to build any, but then he's also not going to be able to... Zealots aren't going to be very useful for the lack of charge. He sees there's no 3rd base, and he's happy pulling back. I actually think that's the right call. If he overcommits and lost all these Lings and Ravagers, he could then potentially die to another phase of the all-in, like the second all-in. But instead,
that's a very good point. But
and
Zane needs to take a risk here, and I do like him taking this third base.
he needs to, but what? Again, Asta very smart. He took out the cybernetics core. Cybernetics core. There's no Stargate. He took out the cybernetics core. Zane can't build any anti-air. Like,
You're very right in actually saying that. That is a very, very good point. There's no forge either,
and that's
so there's going to be no cannon.
That's why he stayed and just stayed with the Lings and focused the cybernetics core.
This is a really, really good play here by Asta then. That's a very, very good point to bring up.
Yeah. And Asta did now, Zane now did see the Spire, but it's already complete. And muters are being built.
Cancels the Twilight, actually.
Yep, he's going for it. He's going to get just what few units he can. With the Sentries and Stalkers together, he can fight a small handful of Mutalisks. And he's probably just going to warp in Stalkers and run them across. Or actually with the Warp Prism. This is all-in numero 2. Or deux. Or whatever it is in French, I don't know.
Deux, isn't it? Un deux.
What? Alright.
Same.
Okay, I don't know French.
Maybe we might see a trois. Or I mean a
no.
3.
I'm saying, yeah, Zane is running back. He doesn't want to run back. Like, take the base trade at this point. His economy is already trash. Like, this army is what's going to win him the game.
This is actually a lot of Protoss right here.
Okay, all the Zerg is tucked up behind the natural. He wants to let Protoss walk on far on creep, but there's a lot of force fields here, and Zane is very good with his force fields. Trapping a few roaches.
Ravages like that is really nice. Good biles down on these force fields, though. But still, this is a nice choke for so little Zealots here. Able to kill quite a lot and lose very, very little here.
Yeah, 20 probes
really good.
Going down across the map, but we're not focusing on that right now, because if Zane can kill this whole army here, he might have enough Stalkers to deal with the Mutalisks. And that's really what he's banking off. And I don't think Zane can kill all the buildings in time. But, oh no!
Zane is on a top. Oh my good lord!
All the units get in, and the Warp Prism goes down again! No dirty blink. Out of force fields. Only Stalkers left, and Asta!
He's done it! Asta's done it, boys!
The absolute madman.
What? Oh no. He's done it.
Wow.
The all kill, Asta. So that's actually the second all kill of Quaranteams, actually. The same is only 6 series, and a third of them have been all kills.
What the excitement of this format? Asta in chat with the Kappa. Sup, son? Wow, what a series.
Well, that was really, really well played by Asta.
That was not what I was expecting out of TeambuL. Out of I can't remember TSI versus TeambuL there. I don't know why, but yeah, no, props to our boy Asta. He knows. He did it.
He knows.
He knows.
He knows. So then, that means standing-wise, trying to do so. Team integrity is going to come first with 3-0.
Nice. Yeah. Wow.
Going up 4, so it'll be 9 and 5 in match. TeambuL. No, in fact, it'll be Team TSI Improve in second place. After that, all kill with +1 in map score. So that's going to be a 7 to 7. Is that right?
I have no idea. I wasn't paying attention.
Team TSI was 7 to 7. So with a 0 map score here, doing maths on stream here. And then it'll be Team Crème Anglaise in third place. And then finally TeambuL last. Unfortunately, with that final sealing the fate there, because there was a bit of a tie second place start of this week with TeambuL and Crème Anglaise, with TSI Improve actually in last.
Wow!
Is,
so it's all flipped around in the.
It has all flipped around maps for them, and Team Integrity with a 3-0. That's quite something. But all the other teams having 1-2 series score. Yeah.
Damn well. So have we confirmed Team Integrity? Terran Patch? What?
Yeah, I mean, if you have a look at the Wikipedia page, all the race stats are there as well. Terrans have 50% of the TVZs. Terrans have won 72%? No, yeah, 72% of TVPs.
Protoss underpowered. Wow.
Yeah, and
Wow.
Zerg's actually winning 6.7% of ZVPs. TARS
Protoss underpowered.
actually getting shunted this time around. It's feeling like a true UK tournament where we have no Protoss.
There you go. There you go.
It's just been all, like, nearly half of the games have all been TVZs.
Yeah, that's true. Which is a good matchup. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, I hope you've learnt a lot of TV.
I haven't. It's okay.
You haven't, just because you got me with you, and I'm playing.
There you go. Oh yeah, Risky is saying his loss doesn't count.
Of course.
He's playing Protoss. Always good fun.
It's always good fun. I'm really happy with how this has gone. So
yeah,
should probably talk about maybe the future. So there is the bigger Quaranteams, which I'm going to get Exo to do the streaming legwork on. He likes it.
Yeah, fine. That's fine.
So this has been like a trial run, just with a small. It's only been 3 weeks, and then we'll do another one, which will be more teams, probably Swiss, just because I don't want it taking till maybe 2022 to do like a Wardy team league, which goes on forever and never gets completed. So like maybe 4 or 5 weeks of Swiss, and it'll be pro league format. So not all kill will not be returning. Just because organising maybe 50 people to come in at similar times is quite difficult. So it'll be players organising things themselves.
Yeah.
But any thoughts on how we've gone throughout the past 3 weeks?
Yeah, no, I've been very happy with the games. I think we've had just a very good selection of players, and we haven't had that many like really bad games. They've been mostly we've had quite a few wild games. Aster actually has delivered some of the craziest games. This thing, his win versus Mystic in week 1, I think it was also really good.
Yes.
And like I say, it feels like there have been. Well, there's been a decent amount of standard games, but all the standard games have had a good flair to them. There's been a nice spirit amongst the players as well, and it's been a fairly rousing kind of couple weeks.
I don't feel sorry for TeambuL though. Like they had so much promise with Matt, TeambuL. They're 2 very, very good players. Zane as well.
And Chel's actually coming out and representing them really well. Taking out Nox last week. He's been
stopping
doing
the Nox or kill.
Yes, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I feel bad for TeambuL. They could have had a better show. Maybe if you had more weeks, then they would have done a lot better. But I think it has definitely been a good showing all around, especially by Aster, who's definitely been an up and coming.
All right, quit stroking his dick too much. Quit stroking his dick.
Fine.
That's what I've been doing all afternoon.
Mix as well.
Yep.
Playing very well as well. I don't think who else. That's pretty much all my shoutouts player-wise. Nox, love a bit of Nox as well.
Yeah, so he inspired you to do the a lot of that crazy Widowmine borrowed claw stuff at some point, didn't he?
Yeah, of course. I did say that build, like I said in the cast. I did steal it, and I took a game of Molten, and now I'll take a series off him in Bulgarian. Yeah. Which actually, how did the Bulgarian qualifier go for the Bulgarian? So
I have not.
Nitix qualified, MSRM qualified, and then they're still playing out the lower bracket, which is either between Whiskey Jack, Captain Fingers, BTMN, Wonder, or Principo.
Yeah, Vol, can you send me the stat sheet for the thing? I'll get it on stream. I think the players want to see it. And who's the Quarantine MVP? Do we have that stat as well?
Quarantine's MVP. Well, once I get the stats updated, which will take maybe, depends how long it takes me to copy paste.
Twitch chat is rioting for this information. And by rioting, I mean...
By Twitch chat, you mean like just Aster?
Well, Aster, Mystic, and Grimsy.
If you go to the Wikipedia page now, go to statistics, you'll see the data.
Hang on, let me see if I can get up, because I am the one streaming, so I need to show it.
You need to do the heavy work here, yeah.
All right, what have we got here? We've got the total sum. We've got the map statistics. Where's the player statistics? I don't use Team Liquid, so I do not know.
Did I not send you it?
Oh,
I'll send it.
you possibly did.
Yeah, I did send it.
Yeah, that's because I have Discord notifications muted while streaming.
Ah, okay. Well, it's the statistics page.
Okay.
And then you can see all the players' statistics, their win rates, and if they've got an all kill or not. So
Okay,
once you've got it on there, let me know, and we'll talk our way through the statistics. Who's our best players? It's ranking them 1st to 16th. Of course, Seb not actually playing any matches, of course, is in last place there, unfortunately. Not getting his chance to show his face.
Well, that was why Risky picked him, remember?
That's very true, that's very true.
And let me just pull this up here. Okay. Make it bigger so we can actually all read it. Very professional. We were very organized, as you can see. All right, there are the stats coming up. So
here we go.
As we can see, both Asta and Mystics successfully getting an all kill. With a
and that in itself is a big boost to the win record there. So Asta and Mystic are cleared 1st and 2nd. Asta actually bringing out 1st place because Mystic didn't actually play that much, and I think Mystic's only loss there is to Asta as well, which makes that even funnier.
Yes, that will be. Yes.
Yeah. Asta with a 2-0 ZVC record.
Of course. Was there any doubt?
The only person with 2 games in a matchup and 100% win rate in it.
Yeah.
In any matchup. Oh, actually, no. Mystic with a 3-0 versus Protoss, of course. Silly me. But, and then we have Cladahise actually in 3rd place, which is the most surprising to me, being the random play, but also in the most recent race picking Zerg. Getting that extra 2 wins there really put him up there. Of course, if we had like more weeks, it'll be you'd see more representative statistics there. But Clad actually really pulling it out. I think he did really well.
Yeah,
this entire tournament, especially this final week. Razorblader, not actually playing that much, to be honest.
Yeah, and all versus Zergs. 3 matches versus and all versus Zergs.
Very true, very true. I think that's mainly down to Mystic's all kill. He never got a chance to play in that.
Oh yeah. Who was the Zerg he lost to?
Razorblade. It was Clad.
Oh, of course. Yes, that was tonight, wasn't it?
And then Matt and Risky, Nox, Mix, TeambuL, all with 2 wins under their belts. And I would have said these guys would have been top. Matt, Risky, TeambuL especially. Even Mix, Nox doing very well as well. He's definitely the underdog there and coming up higher than, say, Game of Richie and Figaro. A big surprise. And speaking of Figaro, he's down there in 14th, losing his only game. And being captain.
That was versus Raza, I believe. So it wasn't like he got an easy opponent or anything.
Yeah, very true, very true.
That looks like, the only one he was able to come out for. Chelg's doing well with a 1-1. One of those games versus Nox, and I think he then lost versus Mystic straight following that. And that was when Mystic all killed. So again, a nice showing from there. Richie, again, also, he had a very unfortunate first series versus Mix, I believe, where he lost a Reaper into an all-in.
Yes.
But then obviously redeeming himself greatly tonight by taking Clad out in a very great map on Zen.
Yeah, being a keystone player there, bringing the team integrity to their integral 3-0 record there.
We have Grimsy who took a map off of Mix, wasn't it? It was a
yeah, Grimsy up there. I'm so happy. And he's actually played a lot though. He's played up there with he's played 4 games. He's played a lot.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm really happy to see him every weekend. I hope to see him again in the next quarantine.
Yeah, and next time we'll teach him how to not die to Hellbats, and then he's going to be unstoppable. I think all of his losses were Hellbat timings. I think. Actually, no, he only had two matches versus Terran, so I am forgetting one there.
Yeah, so it was a ZVZ one there versus Mix, which he won.
Yeah, and then he
lost versus Asta.
Yeah, that's fair. Asta being the ZVZ god that we know, so.
Of course, taking down Grimsy in a ZVZ is quite.
Yeah, I think
You
that's
know,
about all to be said out of the stats.
I think so. Yeah, yeah. Look, Grimsy being is wholesome,
Yeah.
well, fun. Thanks again, Grimsy. We all love you, and I really do hope to see you again in the next teams. So, with that, do you have anything else to say before we?
No, I will try and get the VODs uploaded soon. Hashtag soon. Hashtag. I don't get on camera.
Gotta happen, of
But
course.
yeah,
But
I've been very happy. Happy to get in on these games, see what's going on. And yeah,
yeah, and I'm really looking forward to do more UK StarCraft content during the team.
Yep.
I need to say quarantines. During this difficult.
And
But other than that,
yeah, remember
make sure
to
you
check
follow.
out the UK qualifier for UK versus Bulgaria. That's on
Yes.
tomorrow. I don't know if or who's going to be streaming it because most of us are playing in it. So
Yeah,
if
we do stream, it'll be probably on this channel here.
Yeah.
If not, it'll be on the BSL, the Bulgarian StarCraft League channel, which is something. But it will be in Bulgarian, so you might want to mute it.
Oh yeah.
Unless you speak Bulgarian, of course.
Oh yeah.
But other than that, make sure you follow UK StarCraft on Twitter, and you can find the Discord link in there. And keep tuned for any more updates on the UK quarantines and other UK StarCraft 2 events.
Cracking.
Thank you very much,
Good stuff.
everyone.
All right. Well, yeah. Thanks to everyone for showing up tonight. Nice having you in the chat. And thanks to all the players for playing the good games. I think that's all we're done.
Yeah. Have a good night, everyone.
Good stuff.